Well, it's good, I mean, that's what we're looking for.
You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunt up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. Swung on and missed for strike three. The Long Island Ducks have come to Texas, and they'll be bringing the trophy back home to Long Island. The Long Island Ducks are the 2019 Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. Tonight it is Game 2, the middle game of a three-game series, as the Long Island Ducks take on the High Point Rockers. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
coming to you tonight on liducks.com and youtube.com/ducksbaseball. Currently experiencing some technical difficulties with our Facebook feed, but you can tune in, of course, at liducks.com on the homepage and our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ducksbaseball. Well, weather did not necessarily fully cooperate last night. The teams were able to play. They did get an official game in, but were only able to get through 6 innings. A very foggy night here in central Islip, and the game ended up having to go into a delay in the 6th inning and ended up getting called after 6 innings because of the dense fog that was making it very difficult for both sides to see pop-ups in the air. Only 1 run scored in the game yesterday, but it was enough for Long Island, and that was in inning number 5 when Devin Marrero doubled, moved to third on a ground out to short, and ended up coming home to score on a wild pitch by Justin Nicolino. The starting pitchers were the stories yesterday. Nicolino was great for High Point once again. He had come in 3-0 with a 1.90 ERA, allowed just 1 run on 4 hits and a walk over 6 innings, and struck out 3, but he was out-dueled by Brett Kennedy, who earned his first win last night. Kennedy allowed just 3 hits and 3 walks through 5 2/3 scoreless innings. He struck out 8, the most by a Ducks pitcher this year, and he threw 107 pitches, also a season high for a Ducks pitcher, 69 of which were strikes, and Kennedy ended up being able to get the win thanks to Anderson De Leon coming in with the bases loaded and 2 out in the 6th and inducing a pop out to second by Tyler Ladendorf, and so De Leon collecting his first save not only of this season but of his professional career. So an important win for the Ducks. Not only does it end a 3-game losing skid after Long Island was swept in the 3-game set at Lancaster earlier this week, but it continued their home success. Long Island now 5-1 overall at home here in 2022, and they improved their overall record to 8-10 while dropping High Point down to 13-7 overall and 2-2 on the road. Fans being asked to rise, remove their hats and caps. We're going to turn things over down to the field here tonight for our national anthem, which will be performed by the Hiawatha Elementary School. A very nice job by the Hiawatha Elementary School with our national anthem here this evening. And they were joined on the field by several groups, including tonight's Dream Teams, the Ecolog Dream Teams, Tylen Edwards, Noah Fernandez, the LSL Little League, and the North Belmore Softball Bulldogs. And also the Color Guard, which was over at third base tonight, the Girl Scouts of South Huntington SU-12. So thank you to all the groups that were in attendance tonight and taking part in our pregame festivities. Had a brief pregame show for you today. The tarp was on the field before the game today with the inclement weather, and the Ducks staff able to take the tarp off the field so that way you could start just about on time. It'll be a little bit after 6:35, but for the most part on time this evening. Right-hander Akeel Morris taking his warm-up tosses. He's about to make his 4th start of the year. No record of 5.52 ERA. Here's the lineup that he will face. Johnny Field will lead off for the Rockers in center field. Tyler Ladendorf bats second. He is the shortstop. Logan Morrison will serve as the designated hitter and hit third. And in the cleanup spot at third base, Xander Wheel. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Quincy Lattimore. Jerry Downs will play first base and hit sixth. Ben Aklinski back in the lineup. He'll play right field tonight and hit seventh. Mike Golino does the catching. He will hit 8th, and the former Ducks infielder Giovanni Alfonso in the starting lineup tonight. He will bat 9th and play second base. The High Point Rockers will send right-handed pitcher Jason Manzueta to the mound, who is in his second season with the Rockers, has gotten off to a good start. Even though he has an 0-1 record, he's got a 2.20 ERA and 1 complete game through 3 starts. The lineup that he will face for the Ducks looks like this. Vladimir Frias will lead things off tonight. He is the second baseman. Batting second in right field, Alejandro De Aza. The 3-hitter and center fielder is Rusney Castillo, and in the cleanup spot, serving as the designated hitter tonight, is L.J. Mazzilli. Davidson Romero is at third base. He will bat 5th. The first baseman, Sam Travis, will hit 6th. Batting 7th doing the catching tonight, Joe DiCarlo. The 8-hitter is the left fielder, that is Dustin Woodcock. And rounding out the order at shortstop for the Long Island Ducks will be Devin Herrera. So that's a look at the starting lineups for the two teams tonight. Again, the Ducks enter 8 wins, 10 losses on the season. And they will try and make it back-to-back wins over the Rockers to earn another series victory. And their first series win over the Rockers, who swept them in 3 games on down in North Carolina, got a couple weeks ago at the beginning of the month. So the Ducks trying to enact some revenge in this series. And although it was fog shortened last night, a 1-0 victory for the Ducks, their second 1-run win this year. Akil Morris winds and fires to the plate. First pitch of the ball game is taken outside for ball 1, and we're underway. 6:38, the official first pitch time here tonight. We'll get the temperature momentarily. Morris from the windup and the 1-0. Lined in a left field on the run over to his right, Dustin Woodcock. He'll make the running grab. So Johnny Field retired, 1 away. 65 degrees is our official first pitch temperature. There is some light rain falling. You can see a lot of umbrellas out in the crowd here tonight, and some raincoats, ponchos of the like. Not enough to stop play, but there is some light rain that is falling currently. The lights are currently on here in Central Islip, but no wind to speak of. The flag's out in right field hanging without any movement. First pitch to Tyler Ladendorf, taken up and inside for ball 1. Ladendorf bumped up to the 2 spot tonight. He's the shortstop. 244 on the year, a home run and 10 RBIs for Ladendorf. 1-0, swing and a miss, chased down and away. And so that will even up the count at 1-1. Ducks in their home white uniforms with the black pinstripes, orange logo on the front, green number on the front and the back. The Rockers in their royal blue jerseys, High Point on the front chest, with the yellow number on the front and the back, and the word Rockers, where a player name would be, on the back of the jersey. Morris gets a called strike. That moves the count to 1-2 on Ladendorf. Logan Morrison waits in the on-deck circle for High Point, the lefty hitter and former big leaguer. 1-2 is low and away, kicks away from DiCarlo, but no attempt by Ladendorf to take first. Ladendorf, one of 7 Major League veterans that are on the active roster for this High Point Rocker team. Johnny Barbado, who's on the injured list, also an ex-big leaguer. 2-2. Line drive down the left field line. That is going to land fair for a base hit. Woodcock over into the corner to field it. Ladendorf on his way to second. And he'll stop right there with a 1-out double. So after Woodcock chased down the Johnny Field line drive to left, unable to get to that one, it was hit a bit further towards the line. So Tyler Ladendorf picks up the first hit of the ball game. It is his 6th double of the year. And now with 1 on and 1 out, up will step the lefty hitting Logan Morrison. Morrison wearing a 2nd different jersey number here tonight in this series, and 3rd from what he normally wears. First pitch from Akil Morris on the way to the plate is a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Morrison typically wears number 7 for High Point, but an issue with the jersey yesterday, wore the number 34 that Bryce Hensley wears, a lefty reliever, but he was not going to pitch in yesterday's game. And today wearing the number 17 jersey that last night's starter Justin Nicolino wore. 1-0. And Morris misses the outside corner with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Morris having a little trouble with command here in the early going. Morrison hitting .222, 6 for 27, a homer, 4 RBIs. Started the year on the injured list, was recently activated after the Ducks made their visit to High Point back May 3rd through the 5th. Breaking ball from Morris here, drops in for a strike. And Morris with a count of 2-1 on Morrison. Ladendorf takes his lead at second with 1 out. Devin Marrero, the Ducks shortstop, shaded towards the middle of the infield. Not directly behind second, but just slightly to the third base side behind second. Marrero was creeping in towards the base, and Morris stepped off. Thought about throwing back there, but just stepped off. So it'll be a 2-ball, 1-strike pitch here to the lefty Morrison. Morris comes set, looks back towards second. Ladendorf dancing off the bag. Now the pitch. Breaking ball popped up in the air to shallow left center. Out on the outfield grass is Marrero, and he'll make the catch. So Morrison retired for the second out of the inning as Marrero looks through the raindrops for the catch. 2 away in the inning, and that'll leave it up to the third baseman and cleanup hitter, Xander Wheel.
Now batting for the Rockers, third baseman, number 40, Xander Wheel.
Defensively for the Ducks, we talked about Dustin Woodcock in left. He's joined by Rusney Castillo in center and Alejandro De Aza in right. On the infield, Davidson Romero at third. Devin Marrero is the shortstop. Vladimir Frias at second, and Sam Travis over at first. Joe DiCarlo does the catching for Akil Morris, who misses up and away on a slider for ball 1. Wheel hitting .309 this year for High Point. 6 homers, 22 runs batted in. From the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball just missed down and away. Morris falls behind to the count of 2 balls and no strikes. So the Rockers took all 3 games from the Ducks May 3rd through the 5th in High Point. The Ducks come back with a 1-0 win yesterday to get on the scoreboard in this series. Time called here at home plate. Again, the Ducks got the win, but only 1 run for Long Island. Their offense, which got off to a tremendous start, has dried up a little bit of late. In their last 27 innings, going back to the 6th inning of Tuesday night's game in Lancaster, they have only scored in 2 half innings. Breaking ball, here's a called strike, much to the chagrin of Wheel, in the count 2-1. They were shut out Wednesday in Lancaster. They got all 4 of their runs on Thursday in 1 inning, and they obviously only 1 run yesterday. So 5 runs total in their last 3 games. And again, runs in just 2 of their last 27 innings at the plate. 2-1, Morris kicks and fires. Wheel swings. It's a high drive deep down the left field line. Fair ball, it's a home run, and it is going to be a foul ball. Oh, the Rockers can't believe it. Jamie Keefe, the manager of the Rockers, comes storming down from third base and is in an argument here with Michael Herring, the home plate umpire who made the call. Tyler Ladendorf, who was rounding third, could not believe the call. He thought for sure it was a home run. Xander Wheel went all the way almost to third base thinking it was a home run. There's no way for us to tell. That ball was a deep drive, but we're right behind home plate. So the best person to have a look at it is either Michael Herring, the home plate umpire, or Jamie Keefe, who's managing and coaching down at third base. And he was very upset with the call. Now, Xander Wheel will have to make his way back to home plate. Keefe still barking at Herring, making his way back down to home plate. And Michael Herring giving him a long leash here. I think he's trying to say that he wants to have all the umpires get together to discuss this. So Michael Herring and Jamie Keefe still going at it. Now, Herring is going to have a conversation here with Jim Grillo, the third base umpire, and Fred DeJesus, the first base umpire, is going to make his way down too. Well, I am almost positive in saying if these umpires get together and overturn it, you might see Wally Backman come out and have a say. Because again, Michael Herring would have the best look at it. He's standing at home plate looking right down the line. It was a towering drive off the bat of Wheel. But the best spot to see that ball is standing right along the third base line. And obviously that's where Jamie Keefe was too. The Rockers manager coaching down at third. But Herring called it foul. That's what prompted the argument from the Rockers. So the discussion happens, and they say it's a foul ball. So Keith vehemently disagrees. The Rockers denied 2 runs there. And Wheel will have to come back to the plate with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morris has had a tendency to give up the long ball this year. 5 homers allowed in 14 2/3 innings. And Wheel got all of that pitch, but was just a bit out in front. Now the 2-2 offering. Popped up in the air to center. Drifting in on it is Rusney Castillo. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. So in the inning for the Rockers, no runs, 1 hit, almost a 2-run home run, but just foul. No errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rockers nothing, the Ducks coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, we go to the bottom half of the first inning. No score as the Ducks escape a bit of trouble and get a benefit of a call from the home plate umpire, Michael Herring. We have no way to tell whether it was the right call or the wrong call. But Xander Wheel, a deep drive down the left field line that the Rockers seemed sure of was a 2-run home run. With 2 outs in the inning, ruled a foul ball. And so instead of a 2-0 Rockers lead, we go scoreless to the bottom of the first. And it'll be Vladimir Frias to come up to the plate to lead things off for Long Island. First pitch on the way, and it hits Frias. Well, obviously, that is not going to sit well with the Ducks. Jason Manzueta, first pitch hits Vladimir Frias, who doesn't seem happy about it, as if it was Vladimir Frias who made that call on the ball that was thrown by Akil Morris and driven down the left field line by Xander Wheel. Frias with a couple words to the Rockers, and Michael Herring's going to walk Frias down towards first base. And now Fred DeJesus making sure that Frias goes to first and stays there. But obviously, first pitch of an inning for a guy who has a 2.20 ERA coming into this one. We can't say that that's intentional, and Manzueta has hit 2 batters this year, but certainly makes you think after that call on the foul ball that the Rockers thought was a home run. Alejandro De Aza takes upstairs for a ball, 1-0 the count. Ducks were all on the top step of the dugout in case the Rockers and Ducks got into a bit of a brouhaha there. Pitch here misses upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes now on De Aza. De Aza 1 for his first 8 in a Ducks uniform. No homers or RBIs. He has struck out twice. Joined the Ducks on Tuesday in Lancaster. Popped up foul here to the third base side out of play. And so that will move the count to 2-1. Piazza hit .333 a year ago against the Rockers while he played for the Lancaster Barnstormers in the Atlantic League. Yesterday was his first home game with the Ducks, and first game against the Rockers this year. Frias takes his lead at first. The 2-1 from Manzueta. And Piazza pops this one up in the air, left side of the infield. The shortstop Ladendorf settling under it, and he'll make the catch. One away. Well, we'll see whether or not there's any other sort of fireworks outside of the post-game ones that will be shot off behind the center field fence that come from that hit by pitch of Vladimir Frias to begin this bottom of the first inning. I'm sure there was some frustration from the Rockers side of things, losing 1-0 yesterday in a game that had to get shortened because of the dense fog. But again, nobody can be at fault of that other than Mother Nature. Nobody can be at fault on the Duck side of things about that deep drive-by wheel down the left field line that was ruled foul, other than potentially the home plate umpire who made the call. That's Michael Herring. 0-1 on Castillo, hitting .275, 1 homer, 5 RBIs on the year. Manzueta kicks and comes home. Castillo pops it up in the air, foul off of first. Jerry Downs makes the grab, and Castillo retired for the second out.
Now batting for the Ducks, the designated hitter, number 13, LJ Mazzilli.
So with 2 down in the inning, that'll bring LJ Mazzilli up to the plate, who tonight will serve as the designated hitter for Long Island, hitting in the cleanup spot. Wally Backman bumps him up a couple spots in the order into the cleanup spot. First pitch, and Mazzilli smacks one foul to the first base side, upstairs and out of play, and then caroms back down below. So the count 0-1. Mazzilli at .211 on the year, a home run, 5 RBIs. Started to get on base a little bit more of late after getting off to a tough start this season. .0-1. And that fastball misses upstairs. So that'll leave the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Mazzilli. Jason Manzueta making his 4th start of the year. He's 0-1, but he's got a 2.20 ERA coming in. 15 strikeouts to 4 walks in 16 1/3 innings, but gives up his fair share of hits. 16 hits allowed for the righty. 1-1. Mazzilli, a ground ball hit to second base. Giovanni Alfonso's there. And the former Duck throws out Mazzilli for the final out of the first inning. So for the Ducks, no runs, no hits, no errors. There was a hit batter, and Long Island leaves 1 man on base. We make our way to the second here on Long Island. No score between the Ducks and the Rockers.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. No score after 1 inning here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. We go to the second, and anytime a Ducks batter walks this year, fans, it's a First National Bank LI walk to first. First National Bank LI celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer-first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com.
22, Quincy Lattimore.
So, both teams get a base runner in their half of the first. A double for Ladendorf, the hit by pitch at Frias, but no runs come across. And Akil Morris's first pitch here in the second misses down and away for ball number 1. Quincy Lattimore, the 5-hitter and left fielder, hitting .263 this year. Grounds one foul third base side, right into the Rocker dugout. 1-1. 5 homers, 15 RBIs this season for Lattimore. Pitch misses down and away here. That'll move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. For Akil Morris, this is his 4th start of the year. Comes in with no record and a 5.52 ERA, but his last start was his best of the year. 2-1 down and away, 3-1. That was against the Barnstormers here on Sunday, game 2 of a doubleheader. He tossed 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 unearned run. Walked 4 batters, struck out 4, and got the no decision in the game. The Ducks went on to win 2-1 in 7 innings. Morris ready to go. Is 3-1. There's a fastball upstairs, ball 4. So there's the first walk of the ball game by Akil Morris. The Rockers get the leadoff man on here in the second inning.
For the Rockers, first baseman.
Well, we had an interview scheduled to play during our pregame show today with Joe DiCarlo, the catcher for Long Island. Unfortunately, because of the rain at the outset of the evening, we had to give you an abbreviated pregame show, but he spoke glowingly of Akil Morris and how much he enjoys catching him this year. First pitch here for Morris is up and away for ball 1. Talks about how Morris mixes up his pitches well. The key for him is command and staying away from the middle of the plate. As we talked about before, 5 home runs allowed this year, nearly a 6th tonight. 1-0. That one's fouled off behind the plate for strike 1. So Morris thus far has had a little trouble with command. 23 pitches, only 11 of them for strikes. And as we talked about, he walked 4 his last time out. 9 walks over 14 2/3 innings coming into play tonight. And 1 walk thus far here this evening. 1-1. Line drive in his center, racing in Rusney Castillo, and he makes the running catch. 1 away. So Jerry Downs bidding for a base hit in a shallow center, but ultimately hung up there long enough for Castillo to make the catch.
Number 14, Ben Aklinski.
Nice crowd on hand here tonight. The rain has caused a few fans to stay up on the concourse underneath the cover of the luxury suite level. And again, there is still some light rain falling, but nothing heavy enough that it's going to prevent the teams from playing right now. Aklinski swings first pitch, drives one in the air to left, well hit. Back goes Dustin Woodcock, and he'll make the catch in front of the warning track in left center for the second out. Aklinski, who has 4 homers on the year and came in hitting .311, giving that one a ride, but not deep enough. And again, with no wind to speak of tonight and the very heavy, humid air, it's going to be tough to drive it over the fence unless you hit it the way Xander Wheel did in the first, though it went foul. So 2 away in the inning, and now the catcher and 8-hitter Mike Galino will come up to bat. Galino behind the plate tonight after Chris Proctor started the series opener yesterday. First pitch fastball misses inside from Morris for ball 1. Galino with 9 hits in his first 27 at-bats this year, no homers and a run batted in. Lattimore still at first base, no steals on the year for him. 1-0, good curveball from Morris, swung on and missed. And that'll even the count at 1-1. That's one of the better pitches we've seen from the Ducks righty here in the early going tonight. No score, 2 down, top of the second inning, runner at first base. A 1-1. And the off-speed pitch misses high. Didn't get the changeup to drop down a little bit, so the count 2-1 on Galino. Former Duck Giovanni Alfonso waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1. And that fastball at the knees for a called strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Proctor last night was behind the plate, as we mentioned. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 8 strikeouts last night for Brett Kennedy in his first win of the year. 2-2. Missed down and away this time, did Morris. So that'll run the count full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll give Lattimore the head start at first base on this pitch with a 3-2 count and 2 away. Morris comes set on the rubber. Lattimore goes, and the 3-2 is taken on the outside corner, strike 3 call. So Akil Morris picks up his first strikeout of the night. And he works around the leadoff walk by Quincy Lattimore. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score.
Hey fans, this is first baseman Sam Travis, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks. Your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. On to the bottom of the second inning we go. No score between the Ducks and the Rockers. The 2022 season of Ducks baseball is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. So 2 scoreless innings for Akil Morris to begin his night. 1 hit, 1 walk thus far allowed by the righty. First pitch from Jason Manzueta is on the outside corner for a strike to Romero. 0-1. Romero, the 5-hitter and third baseman, 279 hitter this year, 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. From the windup, the 0-1. Breaking ball, lined over third, fair ball down the left field line. That's a base hit for Romero. He'll round first and go for second. The throw from Lattimore is going to come into the shortstop, Ladendorf. And Davidson Romero's got the Ducks' first hit of the night with a leadoff double. Fifth double of the year for Romero.
First baseman, number 26, Sam Travis.
Those 5 doubles, now good for the team lead. Broke a tie that he had with Sam Travis and Rusney Castillo. So the Ducks with a runner at second, nobody out as they get their first hit of the night off of Manzueta. And now Sam Travis, the first baseman and 6th hitter, up to the plate. Right-hander ready. His first pitch. Travis takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Travis hitting .318 this year for the Ducks. 4 homers, 17 runs batted in. Off to a great start this season for the first-year Duck and former Boston Red Sox. 0-1. Breaking ball. That drops in for a strike. Good pitch from Manzueta there. 0-2. Manzueta, meanwhile, 6'2", 180-pound right-hander from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. .32-year-old righty comes set. And the 0-2. Travis pops one up, foul behind the plate. So go back into the crowd and out of play. Manzueta back for his second year with High Point. Last year made 3 starts with the Rockers, was 1-1 with a 4.11 ERA. And has made 3 starts here this year. Here comes another 0-2 to Travis. Kicking the pitch, popped up again, foul behind the plate. Almost to the same spot. And we'll do it once again with the count of 0-2. Romero takes his lead off second after the leadoff double down the left field line. Manzueta comes that very long, deliberate set on the hill. 0-2. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Travis did not like the call from home plate umpire Michael Herring. First strikeout of the night for Manzueta, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Ducks, the catcher, number 2, Joe DiCarlo.
So that'll bring up Joe DiCarlo to the plate. For anybody tuned in to our broadcast who's wondering, yes, the plan is still to shoot fireworks off after the game tonight, a post-game fireworks spectacular, the second of the season for the Ducks. Ground ball hit toward short. Romero runs in front of the ground ball. Ladendorf fields and throws to first in time for the out. Crossing over to third base goes Romero. So Joe DiCarlo retired. He came in hitting .382. Now 2 away in the inning. A runner at third for Long Island. On up will step Dustin Woodcock.
Dustin Woodcock.
So here is Dustin Woodcock, who gets the start tonight in left field for Long Island, batting in the 8th spot. Woodcock had the night off last night. No surprise with the lefty, Justin Nicolino, on the mound. Woodcock and Zorello both having the night off yesterday. Bo Deaza did play. First pitch on the way, and Woodcock takes down and inside. It kicks back behind the plate. Racing home is Romero, and he slides in there safely. Second run-scoring wild pitch of the series for the Long Island Ducks, and they take an early 1-0 lead. That was all Long Island needed in last night's game when Devin Marrero scored on the wild pitch to give the Ducks the 1 run that they needed to get the win. And here today, Davidson Romero in the second inning scores on the wild pitch from Jason Manzueta. So the Ducks lead it 1-0. First pitch here or second pitch rather to Woodcock, smacked in a left. Back and making the catch in left is Lattimore for the final out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We'll make our way to the third. The Long Island Ducks lead by the count of 1-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Michael Pollock back with you here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. We go to the third inning. The Long Island Ducks have a 1-0 lead as Davidson Romero doubles and scores on a wild pitch. Akil Morris back to the mound for Long Island, and Giovanni Alfonso up to the plate to get things started for the Rockers. First pitch from Morris here in the third is a fastball right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. Alfonso began the year on the injured list for the Rockers. He was dealing with a hand injury that he suffered in winter baseball in Colombia. Here he smacks one in the air to center, well hit. Back goes Rusney Castillo, and in straightaway center, he'll make the catch for the first out. Alfonso not typically a power threat, but got a hold of that one. Just hit it to the wrong part of the ballpark.
Center fielder, number 2, Johnny Field.
So one away. And up to the plate is going to step Johnny Field for his second at-bat of the night. Line to left his first time up. Morris from the windup. Field showed bunt, pulled back and took a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Field came in hitting .246 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. 0-1. And Morris misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Morris's first outing of the year against High Point, but he did face them once last year in his 2 starts with the Ducks. I'll tell you about that after the 1-1. Fouled back to the top of the screen behind home plate. It was Morris's second start of the year, technically his third, but he had 1 washed away in West Virginia after pitching 4 scoreless innings in that game. Through 7 shutout innings against the Rockers down at here against High Point. Allowed just 3 hits, 2 walks, struck out 6 in a 12-2 Ducks win. And that was his first and only win to this point with the Ducks. Shallow pop-up to right. Vladimir Frias out onto the outfield grass, makes the catch. And the Ducks second baseman records the second out of the inning. So 2 down with the bases empty as Morris has now retired 4 in a row. Check that, 5 in a row since the leadoff walk to Quincy Lattimore in the second. First pitch, and that's taken at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Tyler Ladendorf with a double down the left field line back in the first inning, his 6th double of the year. Morris misses down and away this time, 1-1. Ladendorf last night, 1 hit in his 3 at-bats at the plate. Rockers only had 3 hits in the game, all singles. The Ducks had 4 hits, 1 double and 3 singles. It's all about the starting pitchers last night. 1-1. Fouled off to the first base side and out of play. And Ladendorf now behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. With the righty hitter, Frias shaded slightly towards the middle. Travis well off the bag at first. 1-2 here, low and outside. So that'll even the count at 2-2. Morris trying to retire the Rockers in order for the first time tonight. He's faced 4 batters in each of the first 2 innings, allowing a walk and a hit. 2-2. Popped up foul, first base side out of play. Ladendorf has also been a thorn in the Ducks' side. He has now got 8 hits in his first 15 at-bats, along with 5 extra base hits against the Ducks this year. 2-2. Down in the dirt, blocked there by DiCarlo. So that'll move the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and if Ladendorf reaches, the lefty Logan Morrison would be up next. From the windup, Morris kicks and comes home, and the payoff pitch is hit on the ground to third. Charging in is Romero, fields and throws to first. Out at first, Tyler Ladendorf, who thought he had beaten it out, but Fred DeJesus says otherwise, and that'll retire the side here in the third. So Akil Morris with a 1-2-3 inning, his first of the night. That means it's a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/efficiency. Just one more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Hunter Caudill, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. Bottom half of the third inning coming up. Be sure to follow all season long Ducks fans as the Long Island Ducks team up with Island Federal Credit Union to hit home runs for hunger. Every time a Ducks player hits a home run at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union catch the wave to better banking. Well, Jamie Keefe in between innings went out to first base to have a discussion with Fred DeJesus. Second time tonight, he has not been happy with a call from this 3-man umpiring crew. If you're just joining us in the first inning, he got very upset on a fair foul call as Devin Marrero takes low. A deep drive down the left field line that Xander Wheel and the Rockers all felt was a 2-run home run. Ground ball hit towards short here by Marrero. Ladendorf throws to first in time for the out. One shortstop retires the other, one away. And third base umpire, or the home plate umpire rather, Michael Herring, who was on the line, made the call. Since the Rockers had a runner on base, the third base umpire, Jim Grillo, was out towards second, so Herring had the best call. And Herring ruled a foul ball. Keefe disagreed. They had a long argument. Eventually the umpires got together to discuss it, but they ultimately stuck with the foul ball call. Pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. And in between innings, this past top half of the inning, after the top of the first, Tyler Ladendorf thrown out by Debinson Romero at first. Ladendorf didn't agree with the call, neither did Jamie Keefe, who came out to discuss it with Fred DeJesus. I don't think he was ejected. I don't see him in the dugout right now, but I don't believe he was thrown out. Meanwhile, it's 1-1 on Frias, who was hit on the first pitch thrown by Jason Manzueta tonight. Manzueta was about ready to throw, but Frias was not in the batter's box. And time was called by Michael Herring. Now the 1-1. Frias takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. And understandably, Frias was not happy with getting hit by the pitch on the first pitch of the bottom of the first. 1-2. Is low, 2-2, and it came right after Wheel had popped out to center following that fair foul call. That did not go his way. 2-2 on Frias, who came in hitting 181, no homers and 6 RBIs. From the wind, the 2-2. Frias takes a fastball upstairs. And the count 3-2. Here a swing and a miss though, strike 3. So Frias goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the night for Jason Manzueta. And with 2 away in the inning, that's going to leave it up to Alejandro De Aza.
Number 33, Alejandro Piazza.
Jason Manzueta originally signed as an international free agent by the Florida Marlins, as they were at the time, back in November of 2007. Breaking ball, here's a strike on the outside corner. Began his career in 2008 in the Dominican Summer League. Eventually got as high as Double-A Jacksonville in 2014. 0-1. Breaking ball. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. De Aza did not agree with it. And Manzueta ahead at 0-2. Manzueta also had a long period where he didn't pitch from 2016 to 2020. Did not play professional baseball. Resurfaced in 2021 with the Rockers and with the Cleburne Railroaders in the American Association. And now pitching again this year with High Point. De Aza popped to short his first time up, the 1-2 here, and he pops one up foul third base side out of play. He had pitched from 2008 until 2015 when he pitched with Pittsburgh in the Pacific Association before the hiatus. 1-2, curveball, it didn't drop enough, misses up and away. And so that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on De Aza. De Aza, meanwhile, a 10-year Major League veteran. Spent time with several teams, first with the Marlins, and also had a brief stint with the New York Mets. In his 3rd Atlantic League season with his 3rd different team, the New Britain Bees first, then the Lancaster Barnstormers, and now the Ducks. 2-2 foul tipped in and out of the glove of Mike Galino. Wasn't able to squeeze it and hold on for strike 3. So De Aza remains alive at the plate. So we'll have another 2-2 in this at bat. Manzueta to this point has thrown 34 pitches, 23 of which have been for strikes. And Akil Morris at 44 pitches, 25 of which have been strikes. 2-2. Breaking ball, just missed outside. Manzueta took a step or 2 towards the dugout, thinking he had strike 3. Instead, the count's full at 3-2. De Aza can get aboard. Rusney Castile would be next. Here's the payoff. On the ground foul down the right field line. Good solid contact by De Aza, but a bit out in front. So we'll do it once again with the count full. Teams will have a somewhat quick turnaround. 1:35 start tomorrow for the matinee and the series finale. And it'll be Scott Harkin who will get the start for the Ducks, and Andrew Church who will get the start for the Rockers in a matchup of right-handers. Now time called here. Manzueta wants a new baseball. Tosses the one he had away to the first base side and gets a fresh one from Michael Herring, the home plate umpire. Now he seems ready. Here's the payoff pitch once again. And De Aza takes on the outside corner, strike 3 call. De Aza did not like that call. He lets Herring know about it. 3rd strikeout of the game for Jason Manzueta, and that'll retire the side in the 3rd. Both teams go in order in the 3rd. We go to the 4th here on Long Island. Ducks 1, Rockers nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
On to the fourth inning here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Ducks with a 1-0 lead as Davidson Romero scored on a wild pitch from Jason Manzueta in the second. As we head to the fourth inning, it's time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Just two players of note, and they are the two guys out on the disabled list for Long Island. Lou Ford, who is out with a lower extremity injury day-to-day, and Bennett Parry with an upper body injury. He is also day-to-day. Logan Morrison to the plate. He takes outside from Akil Morris for ball one. Ducks with three infielders on the right side of second base here. Marrero, Frias, and Travis from left to right. 1-0, and Morrison way out in front of a breaking ball from Akil Morris, and the count 1-1. Morrison popped out to shortstop his first time up back in the opening inning. From the windup, the 1-1. Slider on the inside corner for a strike, much to the chagrin of Morrison, in the count 1-2. Morrison last night picked up a hit and 2 walks in his 3 trips to the plate. 1-2 is down and in, 2-2. In fact, the second of the 2 walks was the final batter, or second to last batter, that Brett Kennedy faced in the game. It was in the 6th inning, a 2-out walk that put runners at first and second. And both he and Brett Kennedy had some words after the ball 4, which Morrison thought for sure was ball 4, and Kennedy thought was strike 3. 2-2 on the ground foul down the first baseline. Didn't lead much more to anything other than just some words back and forth, but certainly here in this series, tension's a little bit high out of the gate with that discussion yesterday, and with Vladimir Frias getting hit on the first pitch that he saw back in the first. Another 2-2 pitch here, and it misses up and away. Good eye by Morrison, and the count goes full 3-2. Morris in his 12th season of professional baseball. He has 3 seasons of big league experience. Payoff pitch, drive in a right, racing in is De Aza, and he can't make the catch. It lands in right. Morrison will reach, and the Rockers have the leadoff man on base. That was a tough play for De Aza. Kind of surprised him a bit, a sinking line drive. He had to make the grab, and it did hit off his glove, but tough to make that catch. So Morrison with his first hit of the game, the second base hit of the night for the Rockers. And the leadoff man on to begin the 4th inning. So here's Xander Wheel. First pitch on the way, and he takes an off-speed pitch upstairs for ball 1. Wheel ended up popping out to center field after that deep drive down the left field line that was ruled foul in the first. Pitch on the way here is upstairs. Wheel in last night's game was 1 for 3 at the plate with a single. Also struck out one time, one of the 8 Ks on the night for Brett Kennedy. Morris misses again up and inside here. So Wheel jumping ahead in the count. Morris has walked 1 thus far in the game. Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken on the inside corner for a called strike. That'll move the count to 3-1. Wheel showed some good power for the Rockers in the series down in High Point. Got a home run, couple homers in the series. And a 3-1 slider misses down and away, ball 4. So Akil Morris issues his second walk of the night here in the 4th. And the Rockers now with runners at first and second and nobody out. And up will step the left fielder and 5-hitter Quincy Lattimore. So Morris in his first bit of trouble tonight. Hasn't really been tested to this point, even with some of the control troubles. But here a single and a walk. The Rockers have the tying and go-ahead runs on. Up steps Lattimore, who walked his first time up. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball diving down in the zone. Lattimore with his 9th walk of the year back in the 2nd. Last night was 0 for 2 with a walk. A 1. Swing and a miss again going after that curveball diving down in the zone. A nice job here by Morris. 2 very good pitches, and he jumps ahead in the count. 0-2 on Lattimore as he looks for out number 1. The lefty hitting Jerry Downs waits on deck. Runners lead. And the 0-2. Popped up in the air to first. Sam Travis backs up a few steps. He'll make the catch with the infield fly rule in effect. So there's a big first out for Morris as he retires Lattimore. 1 away, and that'll bring up Jerry Downs.
Now batting for the Rockers, first baseman, number 28, Jerry Downs.
So here's Downs from the left side, a fly out to center in his first at bat of the night, back in the 2nd inning. And Morris here will try and look for a ground ball, one of his infielders. Once again, Marrero shaded up the middle. First pitch, curveball, misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. And Joe DiCarlo is going to go out to the mound here. Looked like he looked towards the first base dugout. I don't know if he was seeking somebody to come out with him, but looks like DiCarlo's going out there just to check and talk things over with Morris. And it looks like the Ducks will be called for the defensive timeout here, their first mound visit of the game. Usually you see the home plate umpire go out with the catcher, but Carlo must have said that the visit was not going to be just to go over the signs here. Here Morris deals up and away. Didn't miss by much, but the count 2-0 on Downs. Last night Downs hit in the 2 spot of the order, and he had the hat trick at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. From the stretch, Morris's 2-0 pitch. Downs swings and fouls it off down the left field line out of play. That'll move the count to 2-1. Well, the Staten Island Ferry Hawks weren't able to avoid the weather. Last night's game got postponed because of fog, and they try to make it up today with a doubleheader, but both games were rained out at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. 2-1. Downs chops it into the ground, foul at home plate. Other games, though, are still going on. In Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Barnstormers and Revolution are tied at 1. That game in the top half of the 4th inning. Jack Kenley with the RBI for York. Kelly Dugan his 5th home run of the year for the Barnstormers. Cameron Gann against Eduardo Rivera, the pitching matchup in that one. Blue Crabs keep winning. They're ahead 3-0, top of the 5th inning at home against the Charleston Dirty Birds. 2-2. Down swings, fouls it over the screen, back behind the plate upstairs. Darrell Thompson on the mound tonight for Southern Maryland. No hits allowed through his first 4 2/3 innings on the bump. I believe he actually has a perfect game going. Doesn't look like he's walked or hit a batter as well. No errors either. David Harris has hit his 4th home run of the year for Southern Maryland. Another 2-2 here from Morris to Downs. Right-hander kicks and comes home, and Downs swings. It's a high drive deep in the air to right. De Aza goes back to the track. He looks up, and you can forget it. A 3-run home run over the right field fence off the bat of Jerry Downs. His 3rd home run of the season. And the Rockers have gone in front. They lead it 3-1 here in inning number 4. Well, that one a no-doubter after the near home run in the first by Xander Wheel. Downs does not miss this one and keeps it way fair. 3rd home run, RBIs 6, 7, and 8 on the year. And the 6th home run of the season allowed by Akil Morris. That is also the 8th home run now that High Point has hit against Long Island this year. The Ducks have just one against the Rockers pitching staff. So High Point now with the lead. Here's Ben Aklinski to the plate, and he takes a slider over the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Aklinski drove one deep to left field back in the 2nd, but the ball was caught by Dustin Woodcock. 0-1, outside and low, 1-1. Genomes taking on the Legends in Kentucky, and the Genomes have a 3-2 lead in the 1st inning. Becker and Shaw with the RBIs for the Genomes. Tillman Pugh, his 4th home run of the year for Lexington. Swing and a miss here as Aklinski was out in front. The count 1-2. Beggs against Hoover. Dustin Beggs against J.J. Hoover, the pitching matchup in that ball game. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Aklinski chases down and away, and Morris has his 2nd strikeout of the night. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. And that'll leave it up to the catcher, Mike Galino. On the Major League scoreboard, Yankees trailing early, 1-0 to the White Sox in Chicago, top of the 2nd inning. Robert with the lone RBI of the game. Dallas Keuchel against Jordan Montgomery, the pitching matchup on the south side of Chicago. First pitch here misses for ball 1 of Mike Galino, who struck out looking his first time up. Mets and the Mariners scoreless. They're in a rain delay at the outset of the ball game. When things get started, it'll be Bassett against Kirby on the hill. 2-0 the count now on Galino, as Morris's control still struggling a bit. 71 pitches, only 40 for strikes for the righty. 2-0, line drive, right center field. De Aza on the run, won't get there. It'll land for a base hit. The 3rd hit of the inning for the Rockers, and 4th of the night. Galino gets his 10th hit of the year, a 2-out single. And that'll bring Giovanni Alfonso up to the plate. So after 3 strong innings to start his night, Morris has run into some trouble here in the 4th. A single, a walk, a home run, and now a single. First pitch on the way to Alfonso, taken for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Alfonso drove one to deep center, leading off the 3rd, but it was tracked down by Rusney Castillo. 0-1. Outside corner again for a strike. Good fastball from Morris. His fastball's been in the low 90s tonight. Ducks have talked about how they like Morris's velocity. The key is command for the righty and staying away from the middle to upper part of the zone. That's where he's done damage, or opponents rather have done damage. Slider here misses low and outside, 1-2. As we talked about now, 6 home runs through 4 starts allowed by Morris this year. 3 of them came in to start against Lexington back on May 1st. 1-2. Chopped into the ground, foul, 3rd base side. Giovanni Alfonso at the plate, the former Long Island Duck. 2017 was a member of the flock. Hit .309 in 106 games, 4 homers, 45 RBIs, 112 hits. He's one of the best hitters I've ever seen going the other way with the baseball. Swing and a miss here, though, for strike 3 as he chased upstairs. 3rd strikeout of the night for Morris. That'll retire the side in the 4th. However, the Rockers get 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk. No errors. They leave a man on base. 3.5 innings complete. It's now the Rockers 3 and the Ducks 1.
Hey, fans. This is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night, while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island. Member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark. To the bottom half of the fourth inning we go. It is now the Rockers in front of the Ducks by a pair of runs. 3-1 the score, courtesy of the 3-run home run by Jerry Downs. Back to the mound is Jason Mansueta, who has pitched well to this point, giving up just 1 run on 1 hit over 3 innings. Really, the only Ducks offense to this point has been Davidson Romero, who doubled in the second and later scored on the wild pitch by Mansueta. And thus far in the series, Ducks have come to the plate 9 innings. They have scored 2 runs, both of them on run-scoring wild pitches. Brisney Castillo leads things off. He takes a strike over the outside corner from Mansueta, 0-1. Castillo with a foul fly to the first baseman in the first inning. 0-1. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. Castillo behind here at 0-2. Was quiet at the plate last night, 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. And the 0-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball towards second. Couple hops for Giovanni Alfonso, who throws out Castillo at first. 1 away here in the fourth. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, L.J. Mazzilli.
The designated hitter, number 13, L.J. Mazzilli.
Well, the Ducks in their first 11 games this season scored 10 or more runs 4 times. They have yet to score more than 9 runs since, and that was only 1 time since that point that they have scored more than 9. Pitch here misses, was foul tipped rather, for a strike, 0-1. Ducks offense in the early going was swinging the bat very well, but since they went to High Point, the offense has quieted down. Outside of the 1 comeback where they won 9-5 against the Barnstormers. Pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Ducks are 3-8 since they started the year 5-2, reached their high water mark at 3 over 500. Mazzilli is swinging a miss here, and the count goes to 1-2. Just 8 runs in their last 4 games combined, Long Island. Slider here misses outside, and actually if you go back to game 2 of the doubleheader against the Barnstormers last Sunday, it's 10 runs in the last 5 games, not including tonight. So the Ducks offense has hit a bit of a dry spot here, but they've been facing some good pitching. Mansueta's thrown the ball this year. Justin Nicolino has thrown the ball this year. Brent Teller stymied them in Lancaster on Wednesday. He's had a couple of good starts in a row. The 2-2 delivery. And Mazzilli is swinging a miss, strike 3. 4th strikeout of the night for Jason Mansueta. He's retired the first 2 here in the 4th. With 2 away, that'll leave it up to L.J. Mazzilli. Excuse me, to Davidson Romero. So Romero will dig in from the right side, the only Duck batter to get a hit thus far against Menzueta. First pitch swinging, hits a high drive in the air to right center. Drifting over to his left, Johnny Field. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Menzueta. He's retired 9 batters in a row since the Romero double back in the second. To the 5th inning we go here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Rockers 3 and the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
Rockers lead the Ducks. To the 5th inning we go. Here on Long Island, game 2 of a 3-game series. And as we head to the 5th, it is time for today's 5th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. So we'll get to that question here, which revolves around today's starting pitcher for the Ducks, Akil Morris. So he takes them out for his 5th inning of work, trying to bounce back after facing 7 batters in the 4th. And allowing 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk, most notably of which was the 3-run home run over the right field fence off the bat of Jerry Downs. Top of the order, first pitch to Johnny Field, and he takes down and away, kicks away from DiCarlo, ball 1. No attempt by Field to take first base. It's going to be interesting to see how players handle that this year, that wild pitch rule that's in effect in the Atlantic League this year. Similar to what they had in 2019, where a batter could take first anytime the ball's not caught by the catcher, but most notably of which they could do it even if first base is occupied, and second of which is that a batter will get credit for a hit if he successfully takes first on a ball not caught by the catcher, not a walk as was the case in 2019. Here though, Morris has missed with his first 3, it's 3-0, but traditionally we really haven't seen many players do it unless it's late in the game. I think we've only seen it once or twice where a player has done it, at least in games the Ducks have been involved in. And it's been late in a game, in which could make the difference. There's a strike to Field that time. So the count 3-1. Field is 0 for 2 thus far. He has fly to left and popped to second. He, Aklinski, and Alfonso, the 3 Rockers who have yet to get on base tonight. 3-1 will lock it in the left. Racing in is Woodcock, and he makes the catch. Had a little trouble with it off the bat. There is some fog that is starting to settle in here. Not quite what we had here last night, but it is a little bit foggy out, and I don't know if Woodcock had some trouble with it off the bat, but he ends up recovering to make the catch. All right, so time for tonight's trivia question. Akil Morris was originally drafted by the New York Mets. 2010 in the 10th round. Was taken with the 7th pick of that round by the Mets. First pitch to Tyler Ladendorf is low and away, ball 1. In that same round, 2 players were drafted before him that would go on to play for the Ducks during the 2018 season. So our question to you is, who were those 2 players that were drafted in the same round as Akil Morris that played for the Ducks in 2018? Ladendorf drives one to deep right. On the run, Deaza back. He'll make the catch. And Ladendorf now 1 for 3 with a double on the night. Good jump off the ball by Akil Morris. 2 away.
Number 17, Logan Morrison.
So up to the plate will step Logan Morrison, the designated hitter. Morris was retired the first two as he tries to bounce back from the rocky inning in the fourth. Morrison to the plate, takes a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Morrison 1 for 2 tonight. He singled and scored his last time up in the fourth, popped to short in the first. And Tom called by Morrison there right as Morris was starting his delivery. So now everybody will get reset. Three infielders on the right side for the Ducks here with Morrison at the plate from the left side. 0-1 on the ground, foul down the right field line. And that'll move the count to 0-2. Morris, when he was drafted by the Mets, was at a Charlotte Emily High School in St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. And prior to being drafted, Morris's parents actually paid for him to travel to the Dominican Republic so he can audition for the Mets. Certainly think that was money well worth spent, as Morris signed a $120,000 signing bonus after he was drafted and ultimately made it up to the major leagues. 1-2 the count. Here's the kick and the pitch to Morrison. It's low and inside. I mentioned he went to Charlotte Emily High School. While he was there, he pitched a perfect game back in December 2009. Struck out all 15 batters he faced in the game. Two count with two down and the base is empty. Morris fires home, and Morrison foul tips it. Just caught a little piece and knocked it off the glove of DeCarlo to stay alive. So we'll do it again with the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rocker's out hitting the Ducks 4-1 here in the early going. They have a 3-1 lead. 2-2. High drive in the air to right. De Aza started in. Now he's moving back to the track. And in front of the wall, he can't make the catch. Lands on the warning track. Morrison will round second. He's going for third. And he's going to make it in there safely. And now the concern for De Aza, who was hunched over on the warning track. The center fielder, Castillo, went over to check on him. And the question is, will the Ducks training staff need to go out there and check on De Aza? No one's made their way out yet. Now, it's tough for De Aza. Again, I think with some of the fog, he might have had some trouble seeing it. He started in and then tried to retreat on it, got back to the warning track, and barely, if anything, got a glove on it as it landed on the warning track. So that is going to be a triple for Logan Morrison. His first triple of the year, his 4th extra base hit, and his 2nd hit of the night. And now Xander Wheel to the plate from the right side. First pitch from Morris, and Wheel chases down and away for strike 1. Again, we could pretty much see the entire field clear. We could not see that last night, but if you look up at the light towers in left and right center, you can see a bit of mist or fog that's rolling from right to left. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. And De Aza is a very good defensive outfielder, so it's rare that he misplays a ball like that, but I think with the weather it caused him some trouble and almost made the catch, but he seems okay, can stay in the game. Here a ground ball at the third base line is going to kick foul. Romero fielded it and threw out Wheel at first, but the ball was ruled foul by Jim Grillo, the third base umpire. So the count's still 0-2 on Xander Wheel, who has fly to center, walked, and scored tonight. Meanwhile, Morris now up to 93 pitches in the game, 55 for strikes. And so we'll see if this is his final inning. He has yet to go past 5 innings in this game. He did try and go past 5 in Lexington back on May 1st, but gave up a 2-run home run in the 6th inning and without recording an out. 0-2, tapped foul. The season high for pitches was 87 in that start at Lexington. Only threw a total of 74 pitches his last time out, 43 of which were strikes. That's 58%. And again, tonight, doesn't have the best command, but trying to get out of this inning and keep it a 2-run game. Morrison leads from third. The 0-2 to Wheel. Swung on and grounded to third again. Romero moves in, fields the high bounce, throws across the diamond in time for the out, and that'll retire the side here in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on for the Rockers. We're halfway through here in the middle game of this 3-game series. The Rockers 3, the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Dustin Woodcock, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services, plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. The Rockers lead the Ducks 3-1. Akil Morris just got through the 5th inning unharmed after allowing the 2-out triple to Logan Morrison. And as the Ducks come to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th against Jason Manzueta, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Sam Travis, Joe DiCarlo, and Dustin Woodcock. First pitch on the way from Manzueta. And Travis, it's a fly ball foul down the right field line out of play. 0-1. Manzueta begins the inning with just 46 pitches through 4 innings, 32 for strikes. He's been very efficient in this game, has allowed just 1 hit and 1 hit batter through the first 4. 9 in a row retired for the righty. Looks in and gets the sign from Galino. 0-1 is fouled off again down the right field line by Travis. Giving chase is Aklinski, but I'll watch it go into the crowd and out of play, right at the back of the field box seats. And Travis, who struck out looking his first time up, behind in the count 0-2. Travis one of 4 strikeouts on the night for Manzueta. Quick chat between Manzueta and Galino. Now everybody ready to go. 0-2. Travis will swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase would look like a fastball over the outside corner. Might have been a hard slider too. But a good pitch by Manzueta. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Time for the answer to our trivia question, which we asked you back in the top half of the inning. Akil Morris was drafted in the 10th round of the 2010 amateur draft by the Mets with the 7th pick in the round. 2 players were selected before him that would go on to play for the Long Island Ducks in 2018. Our question was, who were those players? With the 2nd pick of the round, right-handed pitcher Zach Weiss was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates. 0-1, DiCarlo takes inside 1-1. And then with the 5th pick of the round, Tyler Holtz, an outfielder, was drafted by the Cleveland Indians at the time, now the Guardians. So Zach Weiss and Tyler Holt, the 2 answers to our trivia question here today. 1-1 fastball misses high and inside. And so the count goes to 2-1. And Morris, after he was drafted, would go on to pitch parts of 3 seasons in the major leagues, 2015 with the Mets, 2017 with the Braves and 2018 with the Los Angeles Angels. 2-1. Chopped into the ground, foul by DeCarlo. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up, back in the second, but it was important because it moved Romero to third. And eventually that allowed Romero to come in and score on the wild pitch by Mansueta. Otherwise, the Ducks would have no runs up on the scoreboard. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball hit to the right side. Alfonso grabs it on the outfield grass, juggles, throws to first, and it's not in time. DeCarlo able to beat it out. That'll be a base hit. Great effort by Alfonso just to try and get there, get to the baseball, which he did, but just could not come up with it cleanly, juggled it a bit, still was able to get the throw to first, but didn't have much on it. So DeCarlo with the infield single.
Number 15, Dustin Woodcock.
DeCarlo has now reached base safely in 9 consecutive games, rather. 8 hits and 24 at-bats in that span for DeCarlo, who again came in with the second highest batting average in the Atlantic League to this point at .382. Only Wild Health's Riley Mahan has a higher batting average than him. First pitch to Woodcock. And that fastball taken right below the letters for a strike. Nothing at 1. I think it was called a strike, but it might not have been, because then I just saw Michael Herring look over to the third base dugout and say that it was up, so perhaps it was a ball. Kicking the pitch. Woodcock takes a breaking ball low and away. And so the count 2 balls and no strikes. Woodcock with a fly out to left his first time up back in the second inning. Did not play in the series opener yesterday with the lefty on the mound, Nicolino. Mansueta's 2-0. Pitch. Swung on and driven into left center field. Moving in and to his left, Quincy Lattimore to make the catch. So Woodcock, second time tonight, he has flown out the other way. 2 down for the Ducks here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Devin Marrero to the plate. Including tonight, as we talked about earlier, Ducks offense just 6 runs, or 11 runs rather, in their last 6 games, which again includes tonight's game. First pitch on the way to Marrero. Line drive right center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. DeCarlo around second. He'll head to third. Marrero takes a big turn at first, but he'll hold on there, and DeCarlo slams on the brakes to throw back to third, and DeCarlo just in there safely. A wise decision by Lou Ford to hold DeCarlo there, and good thing that DeCarlo saw the stop sign at the last minute. That was a great job by the right fielder, Ben Aklinski, to get over there and cut it off. If that was in the gap, the Ducks closed to within a run. But Aklinski did a good job to prevent that from happening. So he holds Marrero to the single. Marrero is now 1 for 2 in the game. And the Ducks with runners at first and third. The tying runs aboard with 2 down from Vladimir Frias. And for Devin Marrero, he's now heating up a bit at the plate. 4 straight games with a hit for him. But before Frias comes up, Frank Viola, the former Cy Young Award winner and pitching coach for the Rockers, is going to make his way out of the dugout to try and calm down Mansueta, who had retired 10 in a row prior to the Carlos hit, and now has allowed hits to 2 of the last 3 hitters. Mansueta still only at 58 pitches for the game, 40 for strikes. Just a very quick visit. Now up will step Vladimir Frias, who tonight has been hit by a pitch and has struck out swinging. But he has gone into a bit of a dry spell himself at the plate of late. Coming into the game hitless in each of his last 4 games. Let's see if he can come up with a big hit here. First pitch from Mansueta on the way to the plate. Frias takes the fastball high and away for ball 1. Carlo, the runner at third. Marrero, the runner at first. Ducks have closed it within 5-3 in the hit column. Here's the 1-0. Frias swings and it's a high, towering pop-up foul. First base side, Alfonso and Downs give it a look, but this will be well back into the seats and out of play. 1-1. As a bit more fog continues to roll in here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Frias struck out swinging his last time up with one out in the third. As we talked about earlier, was hit by the first pitch of the game that he saw in the bottom of the first. Last night, Frias was moved down to the 8th spot of the order. He was 0 for 2 at the plate. And again, a fog-shortened game that only lasted 6 innings. 1-1 pitch from Manzueta. On the way, Frias takes the fastball upstairs. And that'll move the count to 2-1. Frias showing some good patience here against the tough right-hander. Downs holds on the runner at first. DiCarlo takes his lead at third. 2-1. Frias fouls one back to the screen. Got jammed on the pitch from Manzueta down and in. Now leaving up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frias was just 3 for 14. 3 for 12 rather in the series against the Rockers down in North Carolina. With a couple runs scored. Still looking for his first RBI against High Point this year. Manzueta with a long looking for the sign from Galino. Now Frias asks for time at home plate. Manzueta now has what he likes. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. So Jason Manzueta strikes out Vladimir Frias for the second time tonight. He's got 6 strikeouts in the game. And the Ducks come up empty in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left on base. Let's head to the 6th. Middle game of a 3-game set. Rockers 3, the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Kennedy, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hop Hog Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hop Hog Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hop Hog Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
The Waddle Lynch Shop. Quincy Lattimore to the plate. Joe Iorio to the mound for Long Island. Akil Morris's night is done as expected after 5 innings. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Morris, 5 innings of 3-run ball tonight. Certainly not his best stuff, but really only made 1 mistake in the game. The 0-1 is on the ground, third base line. It's going to stay fair. Romero, the long throw across, and safe at first is going to be Lattimore. Close play, but Fred DeJesus, the first base umpire, says safe. And Lattimore's got himself an infield single. Tough break for the Ducks. That ball just managed to stay fair along the third base line. Jim Grillo, the third base umpire, saying fair. And Romero made a good, strong throw across. But Lattimore's speed 1 out. 6th hit of the game for High Point. So the leadoff man on, and that will step Jerry Downs, who's got the biggest hit of the night with his 3-run home run to right off of Akil Morris with 1 out in the 4th. Here he takes inside from Iorio for ball 1. Morris goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, all on the home run by Downs. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for the righty. And he threw 95 pitches, 57 of them for strikes. 1-0. Popped up in the air to shallow center. Marrero, the shortstop, going out. And he'll make the catch. So Jerry Downs pops out. He's now 1 for 3 on the night. 1 away. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to Fairfield Properties Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. So 1 on, 1 out, and Bennett Klinsky, the right fielder, will come up to the plate for the Rockers. Iorio turns, throws to first, and Lattimore dives back safely. Lattimore, no stolen bases this year. He is now 1 for 2 with that infield single and a walk tonight. Iorio's first pitch to Klinsky is a slider low and away for ball 1. This is Iorio's 8th appearance of the year. That's the most among Ducks pitchers. He is 2-0 with a 0.84 ERA and 1 hold. Has thrown the ball very well to this point. 1-0. Fastball strike outside corner, 1-1. In a total of 10 2/3 innings, Iorio's allowed 5 hits, 4 runs, but only 1 of those earned. 3 walks to 9 strikeouts for the third-year Duck. Here's the 1-1. Line to left. Dustin Woodcock took a couple steps in, and now it's over his head. It goes to the wall. Lattimore going for third. And in at second with a double is Klinsky. And it looked like, again, Woodcock did not see that ball initially off the bat. With the fog that has started to settle in here, you wonder if he had some trouble with it. It was a frozen rope. Woodcock looked like he froze like a deer in the headlights at first. And the ball just kept traveling and sailed over his head. So for Klinsky, his 8th double of the year. His first hit of the day. And the Rockers now with runners at the corners, only 1 man out. And the catcher and 8-hitter Mike Galino coming up to the plate. Well, I think the key for the pitchers at this point is going to be trying to keep the ball down in the zone. First pitch to Galino, swing and a miss. He chased the slider way outside. And so they count 0-1. Again, it's not quite as thick as it was here last night when the game was called after 6 innings, but certainly thicker than it was at the outset of the game. 0-1. Chopped on the ground to short. The infield was in, and it bounces past Marrero and goes into left field. 2 runs are going to score, and the Rockers now lead at 5-1. That was hit basically right at Marrero. He charged in on it, tried to scoop it out, and just missed it. So Devin Marrero will get charged with his 4th error of the year. 2 runs come home to score, and the Rocker lead is now 4. And I don't think you give Galino the RBI there either, because Marrero was certainly going to come home with it. The infield was already in all the way around. The pitch misses up and inside for ball one to Giovanni Alfonso. So quite possibly more unearned runs allowed by Iorio and tough breaks in this inning. An infield single that just stayed fair on the third base line as Alfonso fouls one back. The liner to left that sailed over the head of Woodcock, who didn't see it at first. And now a ground ball to short that Marrero tried to pick out and come home with and could not field it cleanly, and it went by him in the left center. So team high 4 errors now this year for Marrero. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball hit towards Marrero again, this time to his right. Fields off balance throw to second, and a good stretch by Frias. They get the force there. So Alfonso reaches on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Galino out at second, Alfonso to first. And now with 2 outs, that'll bring up Johnny Field. Now, of course, as a team, you're going to bring the infield in there with runners at second and third, 1 out, trailing by 2. You just wonder if the infield was back, whether or not Marrero would have had an easier time with that ball, but either way, a run would have scored if the infield was back. It was the right decision to bring the infield up, of course, and everything would have worked out if they got it thrown into the plate as long as the throw was accurate and the tag applied. That would have been a second out, and that ground ball might have been the third out of the inning, but Marrero could not field it cleanly, and so 2-run score to add to the Rocker lead. 0-1. Field takes outside from Iorio. 1 ball, 1 strike. Field in this game 0 for 3. He and Alfonso the only 2 Rockers that have not reached base safely in this game. Field has flied to left twice, sandwiched around a pop up to second. One. Popped up foul, first base side. That'll drift out of play into the crowd. And so that'll move the count to 1-2. Alfonso takes his lead at first. No steals yet for him. 1-2. Field swings and misses, strike 3 as he chased down and away. So Johnny Field goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Joe Iorio, and that'll retire the side. The Rockers, though, pick up 2 unearned runs in the inning on 2 hits and a big error. The Rockers leave 1 on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. It's High Point 5, Long Island 1.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Well, a fielding error by Devin Marrero on a ground ball to short off the bat of Mike Galino. Plates 2 runs. The Rockers extend their lead to 5-1. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Ducks. Alejandro De Aza, Rusney Castillo, and L.J. Mazzilli. Good to see De Aza still playing here after that apparent injury on the fly ball to right a couple innings ago. First pitch misses down and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. De Aza is 0 for 2 on the night. He popped out to short in the first inning and then struck out looking in the third. 1-0. Rip to the right side. Diving play made by Downs. Race to the bag. He flips to the pitcher covering. And De Aza robbed of a base hit on a great play by Jerry Downs. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. High Point has been a fairly good defensive team this season. Coming into play tonight, they are second in the Atlantic League in fielding percentage at .978, 1 percentage point below the Long Island Ducks, who lead the league with a .979 fielding percentage. And High Point 16 errors are the second fewest in the league, trailing only the Ducks, who now have 13 errors. And in fact, High Point probably has moved ahead of Long Island on fielding percentage with the error by Marrero. 1-0 to Castillo. He checks his swing, took the pitch low. So it's 2 balls and no strikes on the Ducks center fielder, who's 0 for 2 in this game. Foul fly to first in the first and a ground out to second in the 4th. The 2-0 from Manzueta. Ground ball towards the middle. Play by Ladendorf behind second. Throws to first and it gets past Jerry Downs. And Castillo will reach. Well, we'll see how that's scored. That's a tough play. Ladendorf had to go all the way behind second to make that play. His throw was off target, but not an easy play by any stretch of the imagination. Had the throw been on target, they might have had him, but again, that's not a routine play by Ladendorf, ranging behind second to try and get it. So Castillo gets the base hit, his first hit of the night. And for the Ducks, their 4th hit of the ball game. 1 on, 1 out. Here's L.J. Mazzilli. First pitch is taken high and inside for a ball, 1-0. The throw certainly would have beaten Castillo. And Downs frustrated with himself that he didn't pick it out of the dirt. But again, Ladendorf had a range up the middle and fell to the grass behind second just to be able to make that play. Good effort by him. 1-1 now, the count on Mazzilli, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game for Long Island. Mazzilli had a much better night at the plate last night. He was 1 for 3 at the plate. Also reached on an error in the game. He's now hit safely in 3 in a row and reached basically safely in 5 straight coming into this one. 1-1, fouled over the screen and upstairs back behind the plate. Certainly not hitting the way he wants to, and the way he has in his first 2 seasons with the Ducks. He got off to a good start and then got into a bit of a dry spell at the plate. But he is certainly hoping that he's coming around, seeing some better at-bats of late. Manzueta comes set. And the 1-2. Fly ball in the air to right center. Johnny Field racing in and to his left. Makes the grab. Didn't seem to have much trouble seeing that one. So 2 down in the inning as Mazzilli flies to center. And with the runner still at first and 2 down, that'll leave it up to Davidson Romero for Long Island.
Number 24, Davidson Romero.
So Romero will come up to bat from the right side for Long Island. He is 1 for 2 on the night and responsible for the only Ducks run, which came when he doubled in the second and later scored on the wild pitch by Jason Manzueta. First pitch on the way, and Romero takes the fastball up high and inside, dropped the bat as he backed out of the way of it. And so they count 1-0. Last night, Romero was 0 for 3 at the plate. Had a good series in Lancaster, though, 3 for 8 with 2 runs and 2 walks. Castillo takes his lead after reaching on the infield single. The 1-0 pitch to the Ducks' third baseman. Manzueta deals. Romero a swing and a miss at a fastball over the inner half of the plate. I think the bat might have caught the catcher on the swing. So Romero was just checking to make sure that Galino's okay, 1-1. Manzueta has thrown 74 pitches to this point, 49 for strikes, has been very efficient in this ball game.
Stay there. Don't move, Bryce. Don't go down, okay? I want you to fall.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch coming up. Manzueta holds the glove above his head. Now fires home. Romero swings and pops one up in the air to shallow right. Jerry Downs, the first baseman, can't see it, but Giovanni Alfonso does. And the second baseman makes the catch to retire this side in the 6th. No runs for the Ducks, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We'll head into the 7th inning here on Long Island. The Rockers still in front, 5-1.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Brady Feigl, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the ducktail slide, the bounce house, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
Well, we head to the top half of the 7th inning. The Long Island Ducks trailing the High Point Rockers by the count of 5-1. And it'll be Stephen Tarpley, the former big leaguer, who takes over on the mound for the Long Island Ducks. Tarpley will be making his first appearance here at home with the Flock. The left-hander has pitched in 3 games thus far, all of which have been on the road. So he will make his home debut for Long Island and will be facing Tyler Ladendorf, Logan Morrison, and Xander Wheel here in the 7th inning. Fans, the 2022 season of Ducks baseball is presented by Catholic Health, and with a talented and experienced roster, plus exciting promotions every game, a day at the ballpark is truly a good time every time. Tickets are now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. This is game number 2 of a 3-game weekend set. Ducks trying to take 2nd in a row to earn the series win before tomorrow's finale, but the Rockers are in the driver's seat right now. They lead it 5-1, and a win by High Point tonight would set up a rubber game of the series tomorrow. First pitch on the way from Tarpley, and Ladendorf takes off the outside corner for ball 1. Ladendorf tonight is 1 for 3. He doubled back in the first inning. Since then has grounded a third and flied to right. (1-0). Tapped foul at home plate. And so that'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Tarpley thus far in his 3 appearances has thrown 2 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts, but all those runs and the majority of the hits came in his first relief appearance of the year. 1-1. Good curveball here, just missed upstairs, 2-1. That was in Lexington on April 30th when he allowed 6 runs on 5 hits in just a third of an inning. Since then, back-to-back scoreless appearances, including a scoreless inning in High Point on May 4th, when he allowed just one hit but nothing further. 2-1. Low and outside, Tarpley missed. His last time on the hill was May 10th. That was Tuesday night in Lancaster, when he pitched 1 1/3 scoreless innings, allowing a hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and pounded the strike zone. 11 of his 15 pitches were strikes. 3-1 here, and it's popped up in the air, foul behind the plate. DiCarlo gives it a look, but this will be backing out of play. And so the count full at 3-2. That's been the story for the Ducks pitching staff, and the message that Rick Tomlin, the pitching coach, has been preaching left and right. Command of your pitches, specifically fastball command, that breeds results and leads to success. 3-2. On the ground, a broken back grounder to second by Ladendorf. Frias will field and throw to first for the out. 1 away here in the 7th, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Logan Morrison.
Designated hitter, number 17, Logan Morrison.
Tarpley, a veteran of 4 seasons in the major leagues, parts of 4 years. First with the Yankees in 2018 and 19, then with the Marlins in 2020, and 1 appearance with the Mets in 2021. Fastball, here's a strike, 0-1. In that span, he went 3-2 with a 7.05 ERA in 44 games, 1 of which was a start. Morrison is 2 for 3 tonight, singled and scored in the 4th, and tripled to right field in the 5th on that ball that gave Deaza all sorts of trouble. Here he takes a good slider over the inside corner for a strike, and Tarpley ahead at 0-2. Morrison popped to short his first time up back in the opening inning. Once again with the bases empty, 1 out, 3 infielders on the right side for Morrison. Tarpley ready, and the 0-2. Ground ball foul along the first base line. Knocked down there by the Rockers' first base coach. I believe that's Albert Gonzalez, who's the bench coach for the Rockers. Jamie Keefe, High Point's manager, who's been their manager in each of their 3 seasons here in the Atlantic League, coaching down at third. The 0-2 to Morrison. Fly ball high in the air, shallow center. Devin Marrero going out, as is Frias. And it's going to be Marrero who makes the call and the catch for the second out. And it looked like Frias went out there just to try and aid Marrero to see the ball when it's hit into the air with that fog that has rolled in. So 2 down and the base is empty here in the top of the 7th inning. And that'll leave it up to Xander Wheel, the third baseman and cleanup hitter, who tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Tarpley's first pitch. And that taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Wheel fly to center in the first after the deep drive down the left field line that was ruled foul. Walked and scored in the 4th and grounded to third his last time up to end the 5th. Tarpley's 1-0. Wheel is swinging a foul tip into the glove of DiCarlo for a strike. 1-1. Tarpley was originally a draft pick of the Baltimore Orioles, 3rd rounder in 2013 out of Scottsdale Community College in Arizona. He still lives in Scottsdale. Born in Los Angeles, though. 1-1, a swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball. Good pitch there from Tarpley, and he jumps out in front of Wheel, 1-2. 5-1 Rockers lead. Ducks scored the first run of the game in the 2nd. Rockers with 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. It'll be a 1-2 from Tarpley. Delivers to the plate, and it's down and in. Kicks back behind the plate. But no attempt at first from Wheel. So the at-bat will continue now with a count of 2-2. These two teams are meeting 12 times this year, all of which are coming in the first half of the season. And with the way High Point has played this year, I think the Ducks will be happy with that they won't have to see him in the second half, especially if Long Island does not win the first half. 2-2, that's low and away. And so the count goes full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks will be back in High Point June 14th through the 16th. The Rockers will be back here on Long Island 1 week later, June 21st through the 23rd. Tarpley gets the sign and comes set. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Very nice breaking ball from Stephen Tarpley there. He retires the Rockers in order. 1-2-3 here in the top of the 7th. So it's Rockers 5, Ducks 1 after 6.5. Time to stretch here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. We'll turn it over now to the main concourse behind home plate for tonight's rendition of God Bless America, performed by Tamarack Elementary School.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I think about him.
Terrific performance by Tamarack Elementary School of God Bless America here tonight. We go to the bottom of the 7th, Rockers 5, the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher James Varela, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Michael Pollack with you here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark in central Islip, New York. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Rockers have a 5-1 lead, and the night is done. Jason Manzueta, the starter for High Point. He was terrific once again this evening. 4th start and has given up 2 runs or less in all 4 of his outings this year. However, he only throws 75 pitches tonight, 50 for strikes, his fewest number of pitches in a start this year. But manager Jamie Keefe wants to go to his bullpen. And so he's going to call upon the right-hander Ryan Dole, who will pitch here in inning number 7. Chasen Bradford, the righty, is their closer. And we'll see then who comes in for the 8th inning if all stays the same. I think part of it will depend on what spot of the order the Ducks are in. If the right-hander is able to face 4 batters or less, I think you'd probably see lefty Bryce Hensley, given the fact that you have Frias and De Aza, a switch hitter and a lefty at the top of the order. So, Sam Travis will lead things off for the Ducks here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the first pitch from Dole is swung on and popped up high in the air down the left field line, foul ground. Wheel gives it a look, but this will be out of play into the seats. 0-1. Manzueta goes 6 innings. He allows 4 hits, just 1 run on the wild pitch. back in the second inning. No walks, 6 strikeouts for Mansueta. Hit 1 batter. And against 75 pitches, 50 of them for strikes, which is 2/3 of his total pitches. Here comes the 0-1. Travis checks his swing, took the pitch down and away. And so that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Travis has struck out twice tonight, went down looking in the second and swinging in the 5th. Dull gets the sign and comes set. Here's his 1-1. Fouled over the screen, back behind the plate. I'll go back into the crowd, now the count 1-2. Rockers are out hitting the Ducks in this game, 7-4. Ducks 4 hits, a double by Romero, an infield single by DiCarlo, a base hit to right by Marrero, and an infield single by Rusney Castillo. So just 2 hits to the outfield for Long Island tonight. 1-2, and Travis pops it in the air, foul off to the first base side and out of play. So that'll move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Joe DiCarlo on deck, Dustin Woodcock in the hole. Dole comes set on the hill. And the right-hander's 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts on the night for Sam Travis. Rare for him with the way he's been hitting the ball this year. But there's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher, number 2, Joe DiCarlo.
Ryan Dole, this is his 10th appearance of the year, most among this Rockers team. In the 9 appearances he has coming into today, no record, a 2.89 ERA, 2 holds on the season. First pitch, DiCarlo takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. 9 1/3 innings for Dole, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned, has walked just 1, and now has struck out 14. The 0-1, that's low and outside, 1-1 on DiCarlo, who has grounded to short and reached on an infield single tonight. High Point has certainly been led by their pitching staff this year. Well, look at the league numbers, shows their pitching staff the best ERA in the Atlantic League at 2.47. Leading the Gastonia Honey Hunters, who are at 2.73. 1-1 is ripped on the ground, foul down the left field line. When you look even closer at the numbers, High Point not only has the best starting rotation in the league, who have a 2.39 ERA, but they've also got the best bullpen in the Atlantic League out of the gate, a 2.60 ERA for their relief corps. So not only are their starters getting it done, but so are their relievers. And that's why manager Jamie Keefe has no problem taking the ball from Mansueta with only 75 pitches. 1-2. DiCarlo, a pop-up in the air to shallow right center. Alfonso going out. Seems to have a beat on it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the 7th inning. So Dole has retired the first 2 here in the 8th. And that'll bring up the left fielder and lefty hitter, Dustin Woodcock. Woodcock will bat from the left side, 0 for 2 tonight with 2 flyouts the other way to left field in this game. Dole comes set. His first pitch is a fastball taken on the outside corner for a strike. Dole's a North Carolina native, born in Winston-Salem, which is probably about 15-20 minutes from High Point. I went to school at UNC Asheville. A 1, fouled over the screen behind the plate. 0-2. Dole spent a little bit of time with the Rockers last year, 1-1 with a 2.87 ERA in 16 games. He also played with AAA Tacoma in the Mariners system and was 2-2 with a 6.06 ERA in 28 games, one of which was a start. He was teammates there. at AAA Tacoma with Sam Travis a year ago. 0-2, and Woodcock takes down and in. Dull has also spent parts of 5 seasons in the major leagues, 2015 through 18 rather. Actually, 2015 and 19, he was all with the Oakland Athletics and also spent time in 19 with the Yankees and the Blue Jays. So he has certainly been well-traveled. And trying to retire the Ducks in order, 1-2-3 here in the 7th inning. 1-2. Missed just inside. And so now the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just runs in 3 of their last 34 innings at the plate for the Long Island Ducks. 2-2. Fastball here is just low. That's assuming they don't score here in this inning. Well, this Ducks offense has grinded to a halt with the way their opponents have been pitching of late. Just 1 run yesterday, shutout on Wednesday, and 4 runs on Thursday, but all in 1/2 inning. And just the 1 run in the 2nd tonight. 3-2, and Woodcock takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Dull with the breaking ball, his 2nd strikeout of the inning. And the Ducks go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. To the 8th we go, Rockers 5, the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dylan Pfeiffer, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender, equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle Inn Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle Inn Shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com.
Stephen Tarpley will go back out to the mound for his 8th inning, for the 8th inning, his 2nd inning of relief work. Tossed a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th. The Rockers have a 5-1 lead over the Ducks as they try and even up this series at 1 game apiece. And fans, there's no better time than right now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by calling 631-940-3825, or you can sign up anytime by visiting liducks.com. And now we have a bit of a delay here. The Ducks president and general manager Michael Pfaff has gone out to the playing field, and he's having a conversation with the umpiring crew. Jim Grillo, Fred DeJesus, and Michael Herring. And it looks like the Ducks are being pulled off the field here, and perhaps for a 2nd straight day, we will have a fog delay. Again, the Rockers have a 5-1 lead. We are going into the 8th inning of tonight's ball game. But the Ducks being pulled off the field here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. And it appears that for the 2nd straight day, fog is causing a delay in this game. It doesn't appear, at least right now, like it's as bad as it was yesterday, but it is certainly close. And it's a lot stronger, a lot more dense than it was earlier in the game. So it appears as though we are going to have a delay for fog here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. And we will keep you updated. You can also stay tuned to the Ducks Twitter account, twitter.com/LI Ducks, for any further updates as to the status of tonight's game.
Our fireworks show will proceed as scheduled.
But they have made an announcement here that there is currently a fog delay and that the fireworks will proceed as scheduled here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. So we'll step aside for the moment. We'll send you to the audio soundtrack of our 2004 Atlantic League Championship DVD. And as soon as we have a further update, we'll be back on the air here with you and let you know what the status is of tonight's ball game.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just one run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys. And we all clicked from the very beginning, and our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then, it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those 2 guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before. It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, you know, I know they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsfer and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? You know, which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and you know, but it hurts our team club, and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to Major League organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid, and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs. All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last week of the 2000 season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport during the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you've been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, you know, we knew that if we just went in and played 1 game at a time, which is of course very cliche, but yet it's very applicable for the situation. You know, if we win the first couple of games, you know, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, you know, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we were going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. You know, and so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And you know, it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It's like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings, and like, just all it takes is we finish 9 innings. You know, the next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards 1 game. And that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was you know, high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama. For the ball players, so we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
The Ducks' second half playoff drive has begun. But wait a minute, what about the first half?
Good question. Something you've never even heard in baseball. You know, just like, let's put off the first half until a month later.
Because of a rainout, the Ducks and Bluefish have yet to decide who won the North Division. They'll replay the game in its entirety August 9th.
I mean, we definitely had momentum in our favor, and it was just too bad that it just had to stop like it did.
To have it end like that was really disappointing. We have some guys that do real well now. Who knows if Doug, Kamara, Barty, or Pulsford is going to be here come August 9th.
That could really change
And,
things.
they were a big part of our team.
19 days and counting till August 9th.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. When August 9th finally arrived, the team and its fans were ready.
My guys are ready to go. They're ready to play this game. As I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, it's about the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple reasons why these players are all here in this league. One to get back to organizations, and the other getting the playoffs. And here it is right here on the table for them. So now it's whoever's the hungriest.
With more than 700 loyal Duck fans in attendance in Bridgeport, everything was on the line once again for Long Island's hometown team. In a game dubbed "One Game for All the Marbles" by Bridgeport officials, the Bluefish took an early 3-0 advantage against the Ducks and starter Brian Ricard.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Avila.
And again, Lou, the rosters of these teams is quite different from what it was the last time we played this game on July 12th. The Ducks do have Garrick back. The Bluefish have Willis Otanez and DJ Boston back, but Long Island has lost Bill Pulsifer, Lance Davis, and Manny Ulloa, 3 of their best pitchers who've gone on to affiliated teams.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner, and Ricard ends the inning, but
the Ducks showed their mettle, battling back and tying the game on Kamara Barty's 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th inning off Bluefish ace Tim Kaine.
Delivers, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, and Kaine works ahead 0-2.
And a chance for Kamara to get some retribution, Lou, as it was Kamara Barty who popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and 1 away. So he gets another chance here to at least drive in 1 run if he can bring in Cole Liniak from second.
Oh-2 pitch, swung on and drilled to deep left field. Going back is Otanez. It's gone. A home run for Barty. A 2-run shot. And we are all tied at 4.
Well, for Kamara Barty, his team-leading 18th home run.
We were down early, so we were like, all right, now we got to fight back. But once he hit that 2-run home run and we're dead even, it's a whole new game. It's like, all right, it's 0-0. Now it's our game. We have the momentum. Let's take it. Let's go all the way with this.
Now Andrew Salvo. Be interesting to see if he tries to bunt here.
I would think so.
Bridgeport thinking bunt. Lou Aloha now coming in at 3rd, and Salvo bunts it. It's a good-looking bunt, and they're going to go to first. For a second, Sherman thought about going to second, but then got the sure out at first base. Salvo does his job. Sacrifice bunt sends Rodriguez down to second, and he is the potential go-ahead run for the Ducks.
Well, Andrew Salvo practices that bunt every day in batting practice, and in the biggest spot of the season for Long Island, he comes through as manager Don McCormack there, playing small ball here in a tie game, and now he hopes that Kevin Baez, who's had the best defensive play of the game for Long Island, can come through with some offense.
Well, the Duck fans making some noise now. Baez and Justin Davies will try to give the Ducks the lead. Baez swings and lifts it deep down the right field line. Pennyfeather is there, makes the catch. Rodriguez is going to try to go. Pennyfeather's throw is into the stands, and Rodriguez will score on the overthrow. Long Island takes the lead. It's 5-4 Ducks.
Well, can you believe it? Will Pennyfeather, who had the best catch of the game for the Bluefish and one of the best arms in the Atlantic League, just threw one into the seats, into the Duck fan section. And as he did, Luis Rodriguez, who was tagging, is able to circle third and score. The Ducks have their first lead of the game in the top of the ninth on a Will Pennyfeather overthrow.
With the Ducks now holding a 1-run lead, Long Island called on closer Bill Seamus for the final 3 outs.
And the Bluefish now down to their last strike.
And much like they do at Citibank Park, the Duck fans are on their feet throughout this ballpark, hundreds of them, standing and cheering for what they hope will be strike 3.
No balls, 2 strikes to Boston. Seamus gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Long Island Ducks have won the first half championship in the Atlantic League's North Division. And the Ducks will go to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
And you see the jubilation on the mound. It has taken them 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days since the first pitch in franchise history was thrown back in April of 2000. But there will be postseason baseball on Long Island come September for the first time ever. And that guy, Bill Seamus, is the happiest man on the field.
The Ducks battle back.
Once
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Once we got to that last inning once we brought Seamus in the 8th, and we got through that, and knowing that, our cards are on the table. Everything that you kind of laid out before the game, how you want the game to go, and everything is just, it's right there for you. You just stick by your game plan that you pretty much had thought out. And when it gets down to it and it comes to, here it is, right on the table for Mr. Seamus, and the guy we've counted on the whole time. And it's like I've said before, he's one of them guys that you count on night in, night out. And it was just kind of a relaxed excitement watching him, because he just kind of manhandled Darryl Boston. It was really not much of a contest. And it was just, after that, it was such a relief, to finally get on the board with that first one, that the three of us, me, Buddy, and Dave, just kind of was embraced, and we let them do their thing on the field, and it was a relief sensation.
Following a dizzying post-game celebration, the Ducks returned to the reality of the second half. With 7 of their pitchers now gone and pitching for affiliated teams, the team struggled in the month of August, posting a record of 14-16 with a 5.63 ERA. With the key pitchers now departed, it was clear the Ducks' playoff hopes would depend on a promise made by a group of pitchers all the way back in spring training known as the Band: Bill Seamus, Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, and Lance Davis.
Those guys, upon leaving, vowed to us that if they didn't get called up to the big leagues, they'd come back, and that's the rest is history. Those people came back, and we played 7 consecutive one-run games.
Well, those at the end of the first half, prior to us having to reschedule the August 9th game, I remember being in the dugout and talking with Pointer about, and this is a guy that's won a World Series at the Major League level, and we both had the same feeling of playoff baseball. Doesn't matter where you're at, Little League or on up, it's just a special feeling, and that's the real reason that true baseball players play, and that's to have a chance to win a championship. Not for the money, not for the fame, not for anything like that. It's just to go out and compete at the highest level of your league, wherever it be, and you to be the top of it. It's really a special thing, winning a championship. And there's plenty of guys that play their whole careers and don't even make playoffs, let alone win a championship at any level. So it's really a special thing. And when a group of guys gets together and accomplishes something, it's camaraderie. It's a very special thing.
On September 14th, the leader of the Band, lefty Bill Pulsifer, was the first to make good on his promise to return. Within 5 days, Seamus, Beach, and Davis followed suit, and Long Island's once awe-inspiring pitching staff was back at full strength just in time for the team's first ever playoff appearance. The first playoff game in franchise history was on the road on Tuesday, September 21st, 2004 at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. The Nashua Pride held a 10-8 advantage over the Long Island Ducks in the regular season, and they featured an explosive offense led by former Major League All-Star Dante Bichette. Despite rallying late in the game, the Ducks fell 3-2, and their playoff hopes were in danger just one game into the best-of-3 series.
Yeah, you'd like to, you'd like to win that first game, but we were coming back home, so I thought it was a great game. And up there, we just didn't, we didn't make our move late in the game like we normally do, and then you come back here and you have all this enthusiasm. You have this 4 years of frustration, which is more in-house than it is the new players that came in. They had nothing to do with being defeated. There are a couple guys here, Justin Davies and Doug Jennings, who had gone through all these close losses for all these years, and then you have the fans who had gone through that.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. After dropping Game 1 of the Atlantic League North Division playoffs in Nashua, the Ducks returned home to a raucous Citibank Park for the first home playoff game in franchise history. The sellout crowd had waited 5 years for this night to arrive. 6,322 strong and armed with thundersticks was in full throat as Bill Pulsifer headed out to the mound.
The first playoff game here at Citibank Park was obviously very personal to me and very special for me. And I've been to Super Bowls and I've been to Final Four in college basketball games and been to a tremendous amount of, played in a few championship games myself. But this was, from the time I walked from my office to my seat, it was like I was in the game, and so were 6,000 other people. This was an electric night for the fans and for our whole organization. I mean, it really felt like I had to put my chin strap on, actually, and get ready to play. Almost had that football game feeling to it, not a baseball game. So it wasn't lost on anyone in the house that night how important this game was, and that we were really ready to play that baseball game.
After Pulsifer exited with a one-run lead in the 7th inning, relievers Jordan Zimmerman and Joe Cotton got the game to the 8th inning for Bill Seamus, who slammed the door shut on the Nashua Pride with a 6-out save. With a 3-2 victory of their own, the Ducks were headed to the decisive Game 3 with Lance Davis headed to the hill. Davis was dazzling in Game 3, tossing 7 2/3 innings of shutout ball before giving way to Joe Cotton, who closed out the 8th inning. And while Davis was brilliant, his counterpart on Nashua, former Duck Denny Harriger, was equal to the task, leaving Long Island clinging to a 1-0 lead going into the final inning of play.
Interesting, we're going against Denny Harriger, who we had let go, and we always thought with Denny, if you can get him early, you're going to get him big. And we got him a little bit early, but then he settled down and pitched a great game. He really pitched a great game, and I was just amazed at the pitches he was throwing, where he wanted to. But we just had better pitching that day. We had Lance Davis and we had Bill Seamus, and they didn't.
After Seamus closed out the Pride in the 9th, the Ducks had clinched the North Division title and were headed to the Atlantic League's championship round. The post-game celebration was subdued, as the players in the clubhouse knew there was still one more mountain to climb. The Ducks would battle the Camden River Sharks in a best-of-5 Atlantic League Championship Series starting Friday night, September the 24th at Citibank Park in Central Islip. Game 1 of the Atlantic League Championship Series was a high-scoring affair, with Long Island leading 10-6 in the top of the 9th inning and the bases loaded. Manager Don McCormick turned to Joe Cotton to get the game's final 2 outs. For once, Long Island's bullpen didn't respond, as former Montreal Expo Chris Widger stepped to the plate and hit a grand slam home run to tie the game at 10. In extra innings, it was Justin Davies who took center stage and played the hero. The original Duck, who had amassed over 500 games in a Long Island uniform, was now in position to register his first game-winning playoff hit. Facing Camden's Evan Thomas with Jason Johnson on third and 2 outs, Davies lined a shot to right field with 2 strikes to deliver an 11-inning, 4-hour and 22-minute Ducks win, and a 1-0 series advantage heading into Saturday night's Game 2.
Well, here we're on Game 1 of the championship series. The game's tied. I think it was in the 11th inning or 12th inning. I know it was extra innings, and I came up with 2 outs facing Evan Thomas, who just recently came back from winning a championship with Buffalo in AAA. 2 down and man on, I think he was on third. And he got 2 quick strikes against me. And I'm saying, all right, I know that he's going to try and end up throwing a curveball really low inside, and because he had a really good curveball and trying to throw it low and into the lefty, trying to ground out somewhere. So I just kind of relaxed, took a deep breath, and just tried to put the bat on the ball and let something happen. I wasn't really aiming for the hole, to hit the ball between first and second. I just saw the ball, I saw the break, stayed with it, put the bat on the ball. And once I saw that ball go to the infield, it was just a shot of adrenaline just went right through me. It was, I can't believe I did it. I just hit the base when it hit. But I mean, it's a tribute to my teammates because, guys had to get on base. Guys had to put me in that situation. We had to fight. We had to score 11 runs in the first place in order to get there.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. In Saturday night's Game 2, first baseman Doug Jennings began the proceedings with a first-inning 2-run home run that staked Long Island to an early lead. For the second consecutive night, Justin Davies played the hero, singling off the glove of third baseman Brad Strauss to drive home Rodriguez for a 5-4 win in the game and a 2-0 Ducks series lead.
I remember sitting in the dugout a couple innings before saying, you know what, it'd be cool if I had the opportunity to do this again. And it finally presented itself, I was like, wow, I mean, this is something else. I mean, here I am, I have an opportunity to do this, but I was facing Rizzo. And that's a guy that I don't really care to face. He's a left-handed thrower, he's got a hard cutter. He's a really good pitcher, and I said, all right, this is not going to be easy. And once again, I just tried to put the bat on the ball and make something happen. I think I had less than 2 outs this time. And the infield was in, Brad Strauss was in, and I just hit a little chopper right over his head. Nothing great, nothing too fancy, just luck of the bounce, and we did it. And I remember seeing that ball going over his glove and saying, holy cow, this is unbelievable to do that again.
With the series switching sites to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey for Sunday night's Game 3, the Ducks sent their best to the Hill, Bill Pulsifer, to try to clinch the Atlantic League Championship. Camden broke out on top early, plating 3 runs on 4 hits in the top of the first off Bill Pulsifer, and the score remained 3-0 into the 5th inning, with River Sharks ace Lincoln Mickelson tossing a no-hitter against Long Island through the first 4 innings. After Jason Johnson singled to break up the no-no, Rusty McNamara scalded a shot down the left field line that scored Doug Jennings for the first Long Island run. Matt Garrick followed that with a sac fly to left that plated Johnson, cutting the Camden lead to 3-2. In the 7th, Long Island took the lead for good as McNamara drove home Jennings for the tying run, and Kevin Baez was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to give Long Island its first lead of the game. After Long Island went quietly in the top of the 8th, manager Don McCormick called once again on closer Bill Seamus. The appearance was the first for Seamus since his save against Nashua in the deciding game of the divisional playoffs, and McCormack, along with the hundreds of Flock faithful in attendance, was hoping for more of the same. Seamus didn't disappoint. After setting down the Sharks 1-2-3 in the 8th, he retired the first 2 batters he faced in the 9th inning before allowing a single to Chris Wakeland.
He comes to the belt with his glove, and the 0-1 is popped in the air, right center field. Justin Davies going over with Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson makes the catch! He makes the catch! The Ducks win 4-3! And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions. They will hoist the trophy in this, their 5th anniversary season, and they are mobbing each other outside the Long Island dugout. The entire team is there.
The Ducks became the first team in Atlantic League history to win every playoff game of their championship march by just 1 run. In a storybook ending to a magical season, original Duck Justin Davies was named the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. In the series, Davies had 2 walk-off game-winning hits, batted .385 with a triple, 4 runs scored, and 3 RBI. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. The Ducks had completed their sweep of the Camden River Sharks, and they were now the champions of the Atlantic League. Following a wild post-game clubhouse celebration, owner Frank Bolton commandeered the championship hardware to ensure its safety.
Well, I've had other trophies in other leagues. Like I said, I've won championships, and I know that's probably a really good idea for the owner or the person in charge to take that trophy, because it could end up along the Dusty Trail in any one of the local establishments in the Philadelphia area. So I thought best that I take the trophy home, that it would get home, and it would be pretty much safe. If anyone's seen that trophy, it's got a few dings in it, and I'm sure that maybe in past years that didn't go directly to the front office.
On Monday, September 27th, the Ducks returned to Central Islip victorious and were greeted by fans in a vast array of fire trucks to welcome their bus home with a celebratory water cannon salute.
This is kind of a surprise here to have the fire department here. It's kind of a nice touch, and this is what we came here to do. We started the season. We knew we had a good ball club, and we finished it off right, and it's a blast.
Talk about the resilience of this club. Every time they had to win, you guys just found a way to do it.
Well, you know, this is the best group of guys, team-wise, I've ever played on. You know, we really pull for each other. We live each at bat and each pitch with each other, and I think that's why we're so resilient, is because we have so much of a support system, and it shows because, you know, when guys come back in the dugout, there's their support right there for you. So everybody wants to do well for everybody else.
Boy, there's been a lot of hard work and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into this, you know, and we're going to enjoy every minute and every second of it. And it's gonna go on probably all winter long too, and everybody's gonna remember this moment. And God, we just are having so much fun right now. We really are.
Following all the hoopla, one thing was for certain. Long Island had its first professional baseball championship, and the fun had just begun. From the hopes of spring training to their first ever playoff berth, to their first playoff win, and ultimately to their first Atlantic League championship, the 5th anniversary season in 2004 was one that will never be forgotten by the Long Island Ducks and their fans.
Michael Pollack with you back here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark in central Islip, New York. The Long Island Ducks trailing the High Point Rockers 5-1 in the middle game of this 3-game series. We had been experiencing a fog delay for the second straight day, which was called upon, and the delay began at 8:51 here this evening as the 8th inning was about ready to begin. But unlike last night where the game had to get called due to the fog, this game will continue. It appears as though the fog has lifted a bit, not quite as dense as it was before the delay began. And during the delay, fans here were treated to the fireworks spectacular that was due to follow the game here tonight. Fans got to enjoy another terrific show. And now, baseball is just about set to resume. The Ducks have made their way back to the field. Originally, Stephen Tarpley was going to come back to the mound to pitch here in the 8th inning, but after the delay, instead it's going to be Rocky Point native Frank Mascatello, who will take the mound for Long Island and will be facing the Rockers' 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Quincy Lattimore, Jerry Downs, and Ben Aklinski. If you're just joining us and did not catch the earlier portion of tonight's game, the Ducks were able to get the early lead in the 2nd inning when Davidson Romero doubled to lead off the 2nd and eventually scored on a wild pitch by Jason Mansueta that gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead. It stayed that way until the 4th when Akil Morris allowed a leadoff single to Logan Morrison and a walk to Xander Wheel. And then with 1 out, Jerry Downs lifted a 3-run home run over the right field fence. His 3rd home run of the year. Game made it 3-2 Rockers. Then in the 6th, Joe Iorio took over on the mound, allowed a leadoff infield single to Quincy Lattimore, a 1-out double to Ben Aklinski, and then with the infield drawn in, Mike Galino hit a ground ball to short that was missed by Devin Marrero, and the 2-run error made it a 5-1 game. That's where we stand right now as we resume play in the top of the 8th. Frank Mascatello ready to go. And the first pitch on the way is swung on and fouled off by Quincy Lattimore for strike 1. 39 minutes on the fog delay. As we resume play right at 9:30, the delay started at 8:51. 0-1. That pitch misses high and inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Mascatello's had a tough start to the year, just 2 appearances, and he has walked a total of 4 batters in 1 inning, allowing 5 runs, 2 hits, no strikeouts for the righty. 1-1 is up and away for ball 2. Mascatello pitched April the 22nd here on opening night and took the loss as he allowed a hit and 2 walks and ultimately was charged with 3 runs. And then pitched April the 28th. That was a game in West Virginia. And he allowed 2 runs on a hit and 2 walks in 1 inning. Took a no decision that was placed on the inactive list by Long Island. 2-1. Mascatello misses high on another fastball, so he's behind here at 3-1. And now pitching for the first time since that April 28th outing. So it's been a while since Mascatello's been on the mound here for Long Island. And they're hoping that he finds his command after the rocky start to the season. The 3-1, and he misses downstairs ball 4. So not the start that he wanted. A 5-pitch walk rather to Quincy Lattimore, who walks for the second time tonight. He's been on base 3 out of 4 times. And the leadoff man on for High Point here in the top of the 8th inning. Rockers are out hitting the Ducks 7-4 in this game. Devin Marrero's error, the only error of the game. That was a play, a ground ball to short with the infield drawn in that he tried to field and come home, missed the baseball, and 2-run score. Here a swing and a miss on a fastball by Mascatello. Strike 1 on Jerry Downs, who tonight is 1 for 3, but the one hit a big one. A 3-run homer over the right field fence back in inning number 4. His 3rd homer of the year, RBI 6, 7, and 8. 0-1. Popped up foul, third base side. That'll go out of play. And the count moves to 0-2. Mascatello looks in for the sign from DiCarlo. Now he's got the pitch he likes. The 0-2 to Downs is taken a bit high and away. There is still some fog. You can see it up by the left and right field light towers, but certainly not the extent to which it was before the fog delay, where it was starting to become difficult to see the outfielders from our vantage point. 1-2. And Mascatello misses again, up and away. So that'll move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can tell there's been frustration from Mascatello, who last year was very good at keeping his control, just 4 walks in 8 1/3 innings, 15 strikeouts. But this season has had some trouble with command out of the gate. 2-2. Downs a half swing on a pitch that came up and in. He was able to hold up, and now the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see if Quincy Lattimore gets the green light on this pitch from Mascatello. Here comes the payoff. Runner does not go, and the 3-2 is high for ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Frank Mascatello to begin this 8th inning. For the right-hander, his 5th and 6th walks of the season. And now with 2 on and nobody out, that'll bring Ben Aklinski to the plate. This game's still there for the taking, though. The Ducks offense has really struggled once again here tonight. Just a 1 run on a wild pitch. Ducks have scored 2 runs in this series, both of them on wild pitches. They've yet to drive in a run. First pitch here to Aklinski. There's a curveball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. But Mascatello will need to find his command here. He got ahead 0-2 on Jerry Downs before missing with 4 in a row to issue the walk. 0-1. And that curveball catches the outside corner again. Aklinski did not agree, thought it was too far outside. And he's letting Michael Herring, the home plate umpire, know about it. Herring has drawn the ire of both sides in this game, specifically the Rockers. Going all the way back to that fair foul call in the first inning on the deep drive by Xander Wheel. Mascatello ahead 0-2. Here's the kick and the pitch, and Aklinski hits a high fly ball in the air to right. Back goes Alejandro De Aza. He's got it lined up, makes the catch. Lattimore will tag from second, and he'll make it into third standing up. So there's the first out of the inning for Mascatello. But the Rockers get a run into third with less than 2 outs. As Lattimore now at third, and Downs at first. 1 away in the inning, and here is the catcher, Mike Galino. Well, earlier tonight, Staten Island and Gastonia were postponed due to the inclement weather on Staten Island. They were dealing with some rain and fog as well, presumably worse than what we had here. First pitch on the way from Mascatello to Galino, and he hits a high fly ball to right. That should get another run home. De Aza goes back, he makes the catch. Lattimore tags from third, and he will score easily. It's a sac fly and an RBI off the bat of Mike Galino, and the Rocker lead is now 6-1. So 2 walks to start the inning, and then 2 fly balls manufacture High Point 6th run. For Molino, his first sac fly of the year, his second run batted in. And now with 2 down and the runner at first, up will step the second baseman, Giovanni Alfonso. Right-hander set to go on the mound. Moscatello's first pitch, and Alfonso lines one into right field. That'll be a base hit in between first and second. Downs will round second. He's going for third, and De Aza will not make the throw there. First hit of the night for Alfonso, who had been 0 for 3 to that point. So he reaches on the opposite field single. The Rockers now with runners at first and third with 2 down, and back to the top of the order we go for Johnny Field. So here is Field from the right side, who is 0 for 4 today. He's the only Rocker that has yet to reach base safely in this ball game. The Rockers now out hitting the Ducks 8-4 tonight. First pitch to Field. And the breaking ball up and inside. It goes off the glove of DiCarlo behind the plate, and Downs will come in to score. The pitch came up and in. DiCarlo got a glove on it but couldn't squeeze it. And unlikely a pass ball leads to a run. And the Rocker lead now 7-1. So 2 big insurance runs for High Point have ballooned their lead from 4 to 6. Alfonso now down at second base with 2 away. A 1-0 from Moscatello to Field. Swung on and missed. Tied him up with a fastball inside. 1-1. So now 3 games for Moscatello this year, and he's allowed multiple runs in each of them. And certainly if he could find his command, the Ducks bullpen would have another big arm at the back end of it. But 2 walks to start the inning, and both runners come around to score. 1-1, cut on and miss. Good fastball that time over the outside corner. And Moscatello gets ahead in the count at 1-2. Again, that's been the message from Rick Tomlin all year, is he's tried to preach to his pitchers the need to establish your fastball command and avoid those walks, especially early in an inning and with 2 outs. That's where it's come back to bite the Ducks. 1-2, popped up, foul behind the plate. DiCarlo gives it a look, but this will be well back into the crowd out of play. Crowd tonight of 5,133 here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Nice crowd for sure on hand for this Saturday evening ball game. And many of them still in attendance, some obviously making their way out after the fireworks show. Still second largest crowd of the season behind the opening night attendance of 5,268. 1-2, down in the dirt, scooped out by DiCarlo on the backhand. And that will even up the count at 2-2. Couple finals in the Atlantic League. Blue Crabs defeat the Dirty Birds 6-3. Southern Maryland now 17-3 on the year. Thompson the win improved to 2-1. Stevens the loss fell to 0-2, and Latos with his 8th save of the year. Harris hit his 4th homer. Shaw his 2nd for Southern Maryland in the win. York beat Lancaster 11-3 in Pennsylvania tonight. Rivera the win improved to 1-0. Gann the loss fell to 1-2, and Von Schaman his 1st save of the year. Moscatello misses up and away on a slider. Melky Mesa with his 3rd home run of the year for York. And for the Barnstormers, 1 from Kelly Dugan, his 5th of the year, and 2 from Ladarius Clark, his 3rd and 4th of the seasons in the losing effort. One game still going on aside from this one. Wild Health with an 8-3 lead over Lexington. They're in the bottom of the 7th in Kentucky there. So it'll be a payoff pitch here to Johnny Field at 3-2. Tyler Ladendorf on deck. Here comes the pitch, and it is taken low and outside, ball 4. Moscatello thought he had strike 3. Instead, it's walk 3 of the inning. So Johnny Field finds his way aboard. 2 on and 2 out for Tyler Ladendorf. So 2 on, 2 out. Here's Tyler Ladendorf, who's 1 for 4 on the night. Every rocker has now reached base safely in this game. First pitch fouled off and knocked the mask off of Joe DiCarlo. So the home plate umpire, Michael Herring, will take the ball out to the mound and give DiCarlo a few minutes to collect himself. 0-1 on Ladendorf. Ladendorf doubled to left way back in the first inning. Since then, he has grounded to third, fly to right, and grounded to second. Devin Marrero has gone out to the infield behind the mound just to check on something. Not quite sure what that was about, but everything seems to be okay now. So here comes the 0-1. Alfonso leads from second and Field from first. Moscatello kicks and comes home. That misses low and away. And the count goes to 1-1. Meanwhile, the Yankees being shut out by the White Sox 2-0, bottom of the 7th in Chicago. Moncada, his second home run of the year for the White Sox. And the Mets have a 3-0 lead over the Mariners, top half of the 4th inning. Lindor with 2 RBIs, McNeil with 1. Slider here misses the outside corner. That'll move the count to 2-1 on Ladendorf. Rockers now with a 7-1 lead as they have added 2 more runs here in the 8th following the fog delay. Moscatello looking in for the sign from DiCarlo. He comes set. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. High fly ball in the air to left, well hit. Back goes Woodcock to the track, and in front of the wall he jumps up and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So Tyler Ladendorf gave it a ride to deep left field, but Woodcock hauls it in for the final out. In the inning for the Rockers, they get 2 runs, just 1 hit in the inning. There were 3 walks, no errors, and 2 men left on base for High Point. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's High Point 7, Long Island 1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Michael Wilansky, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning with the Rockers now in front of the Ducks 7-1. New pitcher is in. It is a left-hander for High Point. It appears to be Adam Choplik. And indeed it is the southpaw Adam Choplik who takes over after a 1-2-3 7th inning from Ryan Dull, who struck out Sam Travis and Dustin Woodcock around a pop-up to second base by Joe DiCarlo. So Choplik will be the 3rd pitcher, 2nd reliever of the night for High Point. And he will face the 9-1 and 2 hitters in the order for the Ducks in this half inning. Starting things off will be Devin Marrero, who tonight is 1 for 2. And back to the top for Vladimir Frias, who's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. And then Alejandro De Aza, who is 0 for 3.
Number 35, Devin Marrero.
So here is Devin Marrero to the plate. 9-hitter, the shortstop batting from the right side. And the big, tall left-hander, Adam Choplik, steps up onto the rubber for the Rockers. First pitch on the way, and it's missed down and in for ball 1. For Choplik, this is his 9th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 1.13 ERA and a pair of holds. In 8 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He has walked just 4 and struck out 13. Opponents hitting .077 against him this year. And another piece out of this terrific Rockers pitching staff to begin the year. 1-0. Line deep to left, but it's right at Quincy Lattimore, who had Marrero played perfectly. And Lattimore makes the catch for the first out. It's amazing, too, what High Point has done. They only have 11 active pitchers on their roster compared to the Ducks. Long Island has 15 active pitchers on their roster. The Rockers have dealt with a bunch of injuries in the early going of the season, losing guys like Cooper Casad, Neil Uscali, and Johnny Barbato. And yet their pitching staff still has found a way to throw the ball well. Vladimir Frias, switch hitter from the right side. First pitch, and it's a broken back ground ball to short. Fielded on a hop and thrown to first by Tyler Ladendorf in time for the out. So Frias now 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch on the night. His struggles continue offensively here this year.
Right fielder, number 33, Alejandro Piazza.
So with 2 outs in the inning, up to the plate will step Alejandro De Aza. First pitch on the way to De Aza is taken inside for a ball. So the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Choplik's 1-0. De Aza, broken back ground ball up the first base line. It's ruled foul. Just went to the right of the bag as Downs fielded it. So the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. De Aza over 3 tonight. He has up to short, struck out looking, and grounded at first. For Adam Choplik, he returns to the Atlantic League for the first time since 2019 when he pitched with Southern Maryland. 50 games that year, was 3-2 with a 2.15 ERA. Brilliant for the Blue Crabs that season. 23 walks to 66 strikeouts. De Aza takes a called strike here. He's a former draft pick by the Diamondbacks, 17th rounder in 2011, the White Sox in the 32nd round in 2014, and then the Rangers in the 14th round of 2015. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 as De Aza chased down and away. The tag applied by Golino. Strikeout number 9 for the High Point pitching staff tonight. The Ducks go in order in the bottom of the 8th. The end of the 9th inning here on Long Island. High Point 7, Long Island 1.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank Mascatello, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle Inn Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle Inn Shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com. Well, we make our way to the ninth inning here in the middle game of this three-game series. The High Point Rockers have themselves a 7-1 lead and are 3 defensive outs away from evening the series at 1. We're going to get a pinch hitter here to begin the ninth inning. James Varela, by the way, has taken over on the mound. And the Levittown native is going to face Liam Scaffarello, who will pinch hit for the designated hitter Logan Morrison. Morrison finishes his night 2 for 4. With a single, a triple, and a run scored. First pitch is swung on and missed for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Scaffarello, in limited playing time, this is just his 7th game. He's 1 for 7 at the plate with a run scored and 3 walks. 0-1, breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike, and Varela jumps ahead 0-2. This is Varela's first outing since May 11th, 3 days ago. He tossed 1 inning in relief against the Barnstormers, allowed a run on 2 hits and a walk while striking out 1. 0-2, curveball misses low. This is Varela's 5th appearance of the year, no record, an ERA of 5. He's allowed 5 runs in 9 innings on 12 hits, 3 walks, and has struck out 6. One-two to Scaffarello. High fly ball in the air to left center. Got under it a bit. Dustin Woodcock and Rusney Castillo converging. Castillo will make the call on the catch. And there's the first out here in the ninth inning.
Third baseman, number 40.
So that'll bring up the third baseman, Xander Wheel, to the plate, who will bat from the right side. Wheel tonight has been kept relatively quiet by the Ducks, 0 for 3 at the plate with a walk and a run scored. But we did hit a mammoth deep drive down the left field line in the first that was foul. First pitch from Varela, and Wheel takes a slider over the outside corner for strike 1. Other than the walk, Wheel has fly to center, grounded to third, and struck out swinging. Ducks pitching staff with 5 strikeouts on the night, but 9 Ks for the Rockers staff. 0-1 curveball, that drops in for a strike. Good movement on those breaking balls from Varela. And the count 0-2. Varela in his first season with the Ducks, a Long Island product out of Levittown, graduate of C.W. Post, campus of Long Island University. 0-2. On the ground towards short. Devin Marrero on the backhand fields. He bounces the throw to first on 2 hops. But the play is made by Sam Travis, who thought that was out number 3. But it is actually out number 2, and there are 2 away. Not a good throw there by Devin Marrero from short. Travis saves him the error. Marrero already has made 1 error tonight on the ground ball to short that, with the infield drawn in, he tried to field and come home with and missed the ball. So here's Lattimore to the plate, who's been on base 3 times tonight. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Lattimore walked in the second, popped to first in the fourth, reached on an infield single up the third base line in the sixth and eventually scored. And then he walked to lead off the 8th inning against Frank Mascatello and came home on Mike Galino's sac fly to right. 1-0 is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Morello looking to retire the side in order here in the top of the ninth. Misses with a breaking ball down and away. Looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth inning. Again, the Ducks will need 6 runs just to tie it. They'll have their 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. Rusney Castillo, L.J. Mazzilli, and Davidson Romero. 2-1 is low and away. Good eye by Lattimore, and that'll move the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Frias, the second baseman, shaded towards the middle of the infield here. Morella comes set, the 3-1. Line in the left field, that's a base hit. Left the pitch up in the zone. Lattimore didn't miss it. So High Point picks up their 9th hit of the ball game, second for Lattimore. And he's aboard at first with 2 down for Jerry Downs.
Jerry Downs.
Ducks have only set down the Rockers in order twice tonight. Akil Morris did it in the 3rd inning. And then Stephen Tarpley did it in the 7th. Varela, the 4th reliever of the night for the Ducks. Joe Iorio allowed a pair of unearned runs in the 6th inning. Tarpley at 1-2-3 7th, and then Moscatello just allowed 2 runs in the 8th. First pitch is a strike to Jerry Downs, and the count 0-1. Downs has been on base twice tonight. The big hit, the 3-run home run that gave the Rockers the lead back in the 4th. Then he walked and scored in the 8th. Aside from that, his fly to center and popped to short. 0-1, fisted out towards second base. Vladimir Frias makes the play, throws to first for the out, and that will retire the side. So scoreless 9th inning for James Varela. No runs a hit, 1 man left on for the Rockers. We head to the bottom half of the ninth. Ducks will try and rally. They trail 7-1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks. Your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. To the bottom of the ninth inning we go. The Long Island Ducks trailing the High Point Rockers 7-1. Rockers have out-hit the Ducks 9-4 in this game. Bryce Hensley, the lefty, will take over on the mound. 3rd reliever of the night for High Point, their 2nd lefty in a row. High Point's bullpen not 6 up, 6 down thus far in 2 innings. Ryan Dole pitched a 1-2-3 7th with 2 strikeouts. Adam Choplik a 1-2-3 8th with 1 strikeout. That was all after Jason Manzueta, 6 innings of 1-run ball tonight. He allowed just 4 hits, no walks, struck out 6. Through 50 of his 75 pitches for strikes. So High Point's pitching staff once again leading them tonight. They've gotten the offense as well in this ball game with 3 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 more in the 8th. And as we go to the bottom of the 9th, Bryce Hensley will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Ducks. Rusney Castillo, L.J. Mazzilli, and Davidson Romero. 2 teams will turn it around tomorrow for the finale of the series. 1:35 start. Gates will open at 12:35 here. And the first 1,000 fans tomorrow will get rubber bracelets, Ducks rubber bracelets, courtesy of the Elijah Foundation. And it'll also be the Sunday Family Fun Day activities, so a chance for fans to head onto the field for a catch on the field before the game and then run the bases after the game, all courtesy of Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Hope, of course, will be that the weather is much better than what it has been the last 2 nights. A mix of rain and fog here, the first 2 games of this series. Ready to go for the bottom of the 9th. Bryce Hensley's first pitch on the way to Rusney Castillo, and it misses low and inside for ball 1. Castillo 1 for 3 in this game. He popped foul the first in the first, grounded to second in the 4th, and then reached on an infield single to short in the 6th. 1-0. Chopped foul back behind the plate. And that'll even the count at 1-1. For Bryce Hensley, this is his 10th appearance of the year. 0-1 record, a 2.13 ERA, and a pair of holds. He's allowed 3 runs all earned in 12 2/3 innings. 1-1. Castillo a swing and a miss as he chased down and away, 1-2. Hensley has allowed 7 hits, 4 walks, and has struck out 10. One ball, 2 strike pitch from Hensley, and Castillo gets a little piece again and fouls it off. Scott Harkin will get the start for the Ducks tomorrow, and it's going to be a big one for him. He really has not pitched well in the early going of this season. He'll be the first to tell you that, and it'll be an important game for him to try and bounce back. 1-2 is up and away, and it'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it'll be the righty Andrew Church, who pitched well for 5 innings against the Ducks, then ran into trouble in the 6th a couple weeks ago down in High Point. 2-2, ground ball to first. Jerry Downs will field. He will take it to the bag himself for the out. And Rusney Castillo retired for out number 1.
If you have lost an iPhone, please report to customer service. Now batting for the Ducks, designated hitter number 13, LJ Mazzilli.
So that'll bring up LJ Mazzilli to the plate. The righty hitting designated hitter, who tonight is 0 for 3 for Long Island. First pitch on the way to the plate, and Mazzilli takes a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Mazzilli bounced to second base in the first inning, struck out swinging in the 4th, and fly to center his most recent time up in the 6th. 0-1, swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Hensley quickly in front of 0-2. Hensley, a 6'4", 215-pound left-hander out of Asheville, North Carolina. 26-year-old southpaw. Comes set on the 0-2. Low and inside, blocked nicely there by the catcher, Mike Galino. Hensley went to college at UNCG and Catawba Valley Community College. Went to high school in Asheville, North Carolina as well. 1-2. Lifted in the air down the right field line, but it's going to slice foul. Hensley's a talented musician as well, not just a baseball player. He recorded his first single, Growing Up in Me, during the pandemic in 2020. It was well received on multiple music platforms, including Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. It's currently over 172,000 plays on Spotify. Ground ball to first here. Downs flips to Hensley covering, and it's in time for the out. So 3-1 on the putout. Mazzilli retired for the 4th time tonight. And with 2 away, Ducks down to their final out, and that'll leave it up to Davidson Romero. So if the score holds, Ducks will fall back to 3 games under 500, which is their season low, 8-11. And High Point would improve to 14-7. As we mentioned, the series would be even at 1, and tomorrow would be the rubber game of the set. First pitch on the way here to Romero. And he takes a fastball up and inside for ball one. Romero, 1 for 3 tonight, doubled in the second and scored the Ducks' lone run of the ball game. Second straight game in which the Ducks have scored just 1 run. Since then, he has fly to center and popped to second. 1-0. That one misses down and away. And Romero ahead at 2 balls and no strikes. Hensley was with the Lexington Legends in 2019, but that was at the time, the single-A affiliate of the Royals. He was there in 2018 as well. Down and away it missed, 3-0. Last year he pitched in 24 games, 18 of those starts for High Point. He was 6-9 with a 6.07 ERA. At 55 strikeouts to 34 walks in 109 2/3 innings. 3-0, taken all the way. Romero takes it for a strike. And that'll move the count to 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Romero swings and pops this one up. In the air along the third base line. Xander Wheel crosses into foul ground. He will make the catch. This ball game is over. And the High Point Rockers defeat the Long Island Ducks tonight by the final count of 7-1. So High Point's bullpen continues to pitch extremely well this year. 9 up, 9 down for the trio of Dull, Choplik, and Hensley. And the Rockers responded to the Ducks' 1-0 win last night with a 7-1 victory here this evening. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show's coming up next. We'll recap this game and hand out the player of the game honors.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Back here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, a tough night for the Ducks as the High Point Rockers come back from 1 run down to win it 7-1. Long Island able to take the early lead in this game. We'll start off with a recap here on the post-game show. Ducks got to the scoreboard first. That was in the bottom of the second inning when Jason Mansueta allowed a leadoff double to Davidson Romero. He would move to third on a ground out by Joe DiCarlo and score on a wild pitch by Mansueta. But for a second straight night, that 1 run on a wild pitch would be all the Ducks could muster. Akil Morris kept the Rockers at bay over the first 3 innings, but in the fourth, allowed a single to Logan Morrison and a walk to Xander Wheel to begin the inning. And then after Quincy Lattimore popped out, Jerry Downs unloaded on a 3-run home run over the wall in right. His 3rd home run of the year, and that put the Rockers ahead for good at 3-1. 2 innings later, Joe Iorio would take over on the mound, allowed an infield single to Quincy Lattimore and a double to left by Ben Aklinski with 1 out. So runners at second and third, 1 out. The infield came in. Michaelino hit a chopper to short, but the ball was missed by Devin Marrero and trickled into left center field. 2 runs scoring on the play. Both would be unearned, and the Rockers would extend their lead at that point to 5-1. We had a fog delay that took place after the 7th inning, lasted 39 minutes, but resumed play in the 8th. Frank Mascatello took over on the mound. He had command troubles again. Walked the first 2 hitters in the 8th. Back-to-back flyouts by Aklinski and Galino. Galino, the sac fly, made it a 6-1 game. And then after a single to right by Giovanni Alfonso, a pass ball by Joe DiCarlo allowed Jerry Downs to come home and score. And that extended High Point's lead to 7-1. Meanwhile, the Ducks offense was kept quiet after their run in the 2nd inning. Jason Mansueta, 6 innings of 1-run ball. He gave way in the 7th to Ryan Dull, who tossed a 1-2-3 inning. Adam Choplik a 1-2-3 in the 8th. And then Bryce Hensley a 1-2-3 ninth to close out the ball game. and give the Rockers the victory by the final count of 7-1. The final totals from tonight's ballgame for the Rockers: 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Ducks, 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error, and they left 4 on base. The winner, Jason Manzueta, improves to 1-1. His 4th start this year, all of them with 2 runs or less. He allowed 1 run on 4 hits and no walks over 6 innings while striking out 6. Akil Morris, the loss. He allowed 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings and struck out 3. No save. The game took 3 hours and 30 minutes, and that includes the 39-minute fog delay in front of a crowd of 5,133 here tonight. Time to hand out tonight's Player of the Game honors. Tonight we're going to give it to Jason Manzueta, the starter for the Rockers, who tossed 6 innings of 1-run ball. He allowed 4 hits, no walks, struck out 6, and threw 75 pitches, 50 of them for strikes, to earn his first win of the year. We'll take one more break when we come back to the out-of-town scores, and then we'll wrap things up from Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Back here one final time on this Saturday night where the Long Island Ducks fall to the High Point Rockers by the final count of 7-1. Before we head out the door, we'll go through the out-of-town scores. One game was postponed. In fact, 2 games were postponed because the Staten Island Ferry Hawks were supposed to play the Gastonia Honey Hunters in a doubleheader, but both games rained out on Staten Island. A couple games are final. One was in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the York Revolution roughed up the Lancaster Barnstormers 11-3. Eduardo Rivera, the win, improved to 1-0. Cam Gann, the loss, fell to 1-2. And Duke Von Schaman earned his first save of the year. Melky Mesa, with his 3rd home run of the season, drove in 4 runs for the Revolution. And 3 homers for the Barnstormers in the loss. Kelly Dugan, his 5th, and Ladarius Clark, his 3rd and 4th. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs continue their winning ways. They're now 17-3 on the year. They're now 8.5 games ahead of the Ducks as they get a 6-3 win over the Charleston Dirty Birds. Darrell Thompson, the win, improved to 2-1. He took a no-hitter into the 6th. Jordan Stevens, the loss, fell to 0-2. Matt Latos, his 8th save of the year. Blue Crabs were led by David Harris, who had hit his 4th home run of the year, and Shaw picked up his 2nd home run of the season for the Blue Crabs. One other game is still going on right now. That's in Lexington, Kentucky, where the Wild Health Genomes are closing in on a 9-3 victory over the Legends. Wild Health tonight has hit several home runs. Dotel his 2nd, Valo his 2nd, and Rondon his 2nd, all for the Genomes. The Legends have a home run from Tillman Pugh, his 4th of the season. On the Major League scoreboard, the Yankees trailing the White Sox 2-1 after 8 innings on the south side of Chicago. Keuchel started for the White Sox, Hendricks now pitching, Montgomery started for the Yankees, and Holmes now pitching. Giancarlo Stanton, the lone RBI for the Yankees. Yohan Moncada, his 2nd home run of the year for the White Sox. Mets have a 3-0 lead, meanwhile, at home against the Seattle Mariners. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Francisco Lindor with 2 RBIs, Jeff McNeil with 1. Bassett started for the Mets. He is still pitching. Kirby started for the Mariners, and now Murphy is on the hill. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. This series will conclude tomorrow. Rubber game of a 3-game set between the Ducks and the Rockers, and Long Island will be looking to get their offense going. Long Island now going back to the 7th inning of Tuesday's game in Lancaster, has now scored a run in just 3 of their last 36 innings at the plate, a total of 6 runs in that span. And the offense, which was leading the Atlantic League for the first couple of weeks of the season, has run dry They'll send Scott Harkin to the mound tomorrow, who's looking to bounce back after what's been a rough start this year. 1-2 with a 7.58 ERA. He will be looking to turn in a nice performance tomorrow against this good Rockers team. And he'll be opposed by righty Andrew Church, who's 2-0 with a 4.22 ERA. He pitched 5 really strong innings against the Ducks when they faced him down in High Point back on May the 4th, but ran into trouble in the 6th inning. And so Long Island will be looking to get to him early the next time that they face him. That'll do it for us here on this Saturday night. Once again, the final score, the High Point Rockers 7 and the Long Island Ducks 1. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast tomorrow afternoon when these two teams wrap up the 3-game series. Pre-game show will begin at 1:20 and the first pitch at 1:35. You follow all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with me. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your night. We'll do it all over again tomorrow afternoon for the final game of the series. Good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.